now. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Witchy Wednesday chat. And tonight I have Brandy, I have Reagan, and Sasha.
Hello.
Blue will be here in a little bit, and so if you'd like to join us, all you have to do is comment in the chat section of it, and we will send you an invite as well too. And so, what are we going to talk about tonight? How about how about Planet Pathling? And our video is going up this week about altars. So we are
awesome.
doing different perspectives each day for altars this week there on Planet Pathling.
Yes,
I think your altar was very nice. It's the only one I've seen. But
which one?
You're the one you made in the living room?
The ancestor one?
Yeah, the ancestor one.
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
I mean, okay, there's like 6 in the living room. I would have to be exact if we really talked about which altar. I don't know where to set my cup in this house. I'm like, I don't know if that's an altar or just an end table.
There's never just an end table in a witch's house.
There is
all
no
altars.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, well, I think I did cover that in my video today. That everything could be an altar. And yes, is almost every space usable in my house is some form of altar. Yes. I do practice what I preach.
Yeah, I love having altars everywhere. It's so much different than when you're living with family and stuff, when you have your own house and you can have an altar wherever you damn well please. It's like there's altars for all sorts of things in my home.
Yeah, even though I have, even though I'm in my shed and I can do whatever the heck I want out here, I'm limited space-wise, but I still have quite a bit of altar stuff set up, random places, and you know, my non-traditional stuff is like everywhere too. So yeah, at my house though it was nice because yeah, every room had its own like theme and thing. You know, a specific element, a specific deity, whatever, and I miss that.
I don't even have one, you know, to each element, and I have always wanted to do that, but I haven't done that yet. I might try to do that outside my home, to the 4 directions, and actually set up a small altar on the property, all the way around the property. But I haven't done that. I've seen it done a lot. I think there was a person on Pagan Perspective that his witchy room actually has an altar in each direction, to the specific element. And I like that concept. I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a water altar in my restroom, like where I shower and everything. That I have like things that represent water to me, that are just very soothing. It's a really soothing space. And then I have an earth altar outside, but I don't have an air or a fire altar, and those are 2 altars that I'd like to put up somewhere. But the placement for the elemental altars that I have up are very specific because it's very easy for me to connect with those elements where I have those particular altars. So I need to find a space that represents to me air and fire, so that when I do the altars, I have an easy time to connect with those elements there.
I think the fire element altar would be a very apropos for the kitchen. A kitchen altar could also be a fire altar. Because I don't have a fireplace or whatever like that. which would be another place that you could put a fire altar. Is near a fireplace. That would be pretty representative as well.
I say so.
Air would be my office probably.
There's a lot of knowledge in here.
Yeah, where I do my work and stuff. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. No matter what I do, my air altar always ends up in the east, just like by default. That's how I end up having like things set up. Because my main working altar, like my big one that I generally keep set up, it is an air altar, like, predominantly, and it's covered in butterflies.
Okay, I like that.
Well, because I've got a little like Tiffany style desk lamp that's got a butterfly on the top of it, and then like my gazing ball that's got a big feather butterfly stuck on it, and you know the votive candle holder that I have with glass. It's so funny because like the lamp somebody gave me, the gazing ball I made out of random junk that I had, and I found the butterfly that's on it like randomly. I don't even know where it came from. No clue. And then the little votive candle holder I have, we were helping some friends move, and there was a field next door, and Bo was playing in the field, and he picked it up out of the dirt. He goes, "Mom, look, I found you something," and he hands me this adorable little glass butterfly votive candle holder. I was like, "Oh, how cool!" So, yeah. But lots of butterflies and feathers.
I have only 2.
Well, Brandy has even so.
Oh, what?
You got my 3D shelf thing that you have an altar on.
Yes. I have she has this thing in the can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like a compartment in the bottom, but it has 3 shelves. So my top one is goddess, the middle is self, and the bottom is God. So it's like all, you know, like self-love in the middle. And then I have these statues of the archangels.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 4 of them, and those are on my working altar. And so that's technically my dresser, but on top is my working altar. I got some stuff going on right now. And it's well protected. Thank you. Don't try to show,
no matter how small your space, there's always for an altar. There's always something.
And I've got in my case behind me, I've got a couple of different things. Okay, who's got the robot going on?
Someone's got robots and someone's got roosters.
Oh, I've got roosters. That would be me. Let me see if maybe I can cut some of the roosters out. A little bit. Can you still hear me okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I don't mind the roosters, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
A lively chat.
Yes. It's always that way here. Oh, and I got my Halloween tree down off the top of the thing. And I've got my little shunned skeleton hanging from it.
Yay.
That's me on the inside right there, just hanging around. How I'm feeling lately. I'm just kind of, well, limbo. Let's just hang here for a while. Oh, God.
It's a quiet night today. It's
Oh, there we go. My phone's going off. It's a start, right? Yeah. It is quiet.
Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, Toy just dropped out, and Brandy's muted. They're having technical difficulties over there.
Yes, we're having technical difficulties.
She just said, hey. Uh-oh.
The roosters have taken over the chat, ladies and gentlemen. They've commandeered the controls.
Representing the masculine, we have roosters. There's one that doesn't finish his song. It's so funny because he's like, and then he just stops.
Oh, I have one like that next door to me. And it's like, finish already, damn it.
You're just waiting for that last little bit. I'm like, does he stutter? Like, I don't understand. He'll do like 6 times. He'll do it like all the way through once. And I'm like, I think he's broken. So.
There he goes. Send him to the island of misfit toys.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, that reminds me. I just watched that episode of South Park, the sexual harassment panda episode. The island of misfit mascots. It's run with Scissors Pig. Oh goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to. I've been going through. I'm going through like 4,000 photos trying to find all my altar pictures, and then I'm taking pictures of the ones I have like that I'm working now, and I'm getting ready to go do a photography job. So I'm actually. My routine is always that I take all of my gear out of my camera bag and I lay it out on the bed, and I kind of, or on the table, and I work myself over it before I actually go out and work. It's like, okay, all my batteries are gonna stay charged, all my cameras are gonna work, everything's gonna do what it's supposed to do, no surprises. And that's my routine before I go on any job. So I get to do that. I'm gonna take pictures of that. Add that in.
This is my camera altar.
Yeah.
See, I regret going on Mondays. I want to now switch to Fridays, because whenever I go on Mondays, every video that comes after me is just 10 times better than mine. It's like, no, I want to go on Fridays now.
You want to switch next week? That's what you're saying.
I want to go on Fridays now. I don't want to be the first person, because it's always, well, maybe it's even better, because, I mean,
there's so much pressure.
I'm always outdone, so.
There's so much pressure by the time Friday comes along. I'm like, oh my god.
But at least you know what you have to come after.
And before I upload exactly how I failed, yeah, thanks.
It's me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it is you.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Oh, okay. Am I sounding okay?
Yeah,
you're fine.
Okay. All right.
But now I can't hear anybody. Hold on.
Why don't you just turn one up?
Huh?
Oh, she said she can't hear anybody. I said maybe just turn one up. Oh, or is it maybe just set your playback to your headphones and use your desktop microphone. You can do it in Hangouts. You choose which microphone you use.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me send. Hang on. I think we have Gypsy Step. Let's see. Okay, I sent Gypsy Step an invitation. She is watching the chat, I think. She has had some very fantastic news in the last week or so.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. She has. I'm not going to say anything until she comes on, so she can tell everybody if she comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better, guys?
What? Oh, there she is.
Hey, what's up, you guys? No, not you. Stop.
Good evening, Gypsy.
What's up? What?
We just told everybody that you had some great news in the last couple of weeks, but we waited to let you tell your story.
Oh, about my dad.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesomely amazing.
No, right? Arrow, stop. No, stop. You're driving me nuts. Like
cat attack.
It's cat technical difficulties.
Is anybody else? No, like it started the first. He's extra mommy clingy and weirdness.
Every time the weather changes, my cats get that way. And when we first started having the cooler days, I'm just like, I've got 3 of them stuck to me, like
right up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting me batty.
Yeah, mine have been.
I finally found my dad, which is awesomeness. I'm finding out all sorts of weird junk about myself.
That's amazing.
So what's the story?
So, like, this is his room. So, like, he and my mom were together. She was in high school, and he was married in name, he says, but not his heart or some stuff like that. So the last time he saw me was 3, and my mom moved, and she didn't have any contact after that. And it was pretty much one of those lost things. And I've been looking for him for the longest time. In my, I had this instinct I had to find him because I was running out of time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and find him. I'll get this done. I finally found him. He's 70 years old, and his health is really bad. So I don't have a lot of time with him, I don't think. But at least I found him.
At least you found him before he passed. That's an amazing gift right there in itself.
I'm saying.
You waited too long. Yeah, if you waited too long, then you may not have ever even got to speak with him.
My gut instinct was my last shot. I was like, this is the last time that I'm going to look for him, Goddess. If you're going to put him in there, you're going to put him in there. So I got him, and we were talking. I talked to 3 getting to know each other. I'm watching you, Arrows. I saw Tasha's video on her roots, and I saw that, and I was like, okay, and it got me really thinking about stuff. So.
Yes, Sasha did some really good stuff on Ancestry.
I was like, I'm glad that you were able to find him. That's amazing.
Cool.
Okay. And this is the season for ancestors. This is the season for bloodlines and blood ties.
Yeah.
We're traveling because my friend is in here trying to... Are you staying in here or going? Oh, gosh. Give me strength.
I am...
So much chaos in the world right now. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. One of the boys just fell.
What was that?
Dancing on the top of the bunk bed is apparently what's going on with this. 3 boys, 1 small room, and all of them believe that they can fly. So then I got up because she was doing the Boy Scout thing. I'm not doing that now. So I'm going to sit back down there. I'll keep dealing with that chaos. One of those weird, crazy days.
I think this whole year has been a weird, crazy time, but who am I to say? But it's been a pretty awesome, amazing time for a lot of people out there.
Right?
I'm over here competing with the motorcycle right now, so I'm gonna have to stay muted until he decides to go somewhere.
That guy would not survive me.
Oh,
I'm not sure the roosters would either. I'd be declaring war on the whole
Roosters
neighborhood.
aren't so bad.
let me tell you
Roosters aren't so
something. I have to truly be careful, okay? Because I've been sitting here and I've been dwelling on the fact that I want a new phone, 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 and now I have a busted phone, okay? So I had a friend of mine tell me one time, she goes, "You have no idea how bad you are at doing what you do to yourself." She goes, "You need to dial it back a little bit." And I'm getting used to my medication, so my energy is really weird. And I'm finding myself, that kind of stuff is happening to me so much right now that I'm like scared to think a thought because I'm putting my intentions out there a little too strong. I can't seem to dial it back, and I'm like, no, stop, wait, no.
It's pretty sad when you're afraid to think a thought.
It's unintentional intention.
I'm there right now because I mean, there's like I could sit here and fill a whole chat with the laundry list of all the things that like I'm getting exactly what I asked for, and I'm like, no, stop, no.
My phone's been shattered for like I think a year.
Oh no.
It's so bad that now pieces come off randomly and stab me.
Let me tell you, on the first shot, this thing hit the floor, and I drop it all the time, but I dropped it, it popped. It made a loud, audible pop, and pieces have already come out of it. Like the corner down here doesn't work at all now, and the whole thing is sharp. I have to use a stylus for it because I will cut myself. It is so bad. Yeah, and I've been thinking, I want a new phone, I want a new phone, I want a new phone. Well, now I have to get a new phone because I can't talk on that one because it cuts me when I try to use it.
Oh my god.
So you guys are making me hold my phone extra tight because I'm
Maybe
afraid that
you
I'm going
can
to drop it just by
drop it.
watching you guys have dropped it.
The next one I get, I'm going to suspend in the middle of a beach ball.
Gonna get one of those baby bubbles for it, where
Bubble
it's like
food.
sheltered on all that.
I'm so depressed.
The new thing from AT&T, I can see it now. The bubble wrap phone.
The bubble wrap phone, the
It's
bubble
gonna
wrap
be the
thing.
bubble instead of the bubble boy. It'll be the bubble phone.
Bubble phone. Just gotta have a place to put your hand in it so you can reach, and then pull, and then you can drop it and rub it down, and waterproof. Yes, that's what I need in my life.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Except on mine, it's velvet. It is the like crunch. It's shattered. I would feel like you can take it. It was like,
It was so funny. I dropped my phone. I picked it up. I looked at it, and I was just like, "Oh, that happened. Okay, going to my room now." My landlady, she goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
Not a bit.
"Not even. No." You're
I'm
still
like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
What if it is? Just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, just
Don't talk to me. Yes, this is Mercury retrograde, and Mercury does have a sense of humor.
Mhm.
And yeah, you should be very careful what you say because it can backfire quickly.
Whole laundry list, man. Whole laundry list of things, and I'm just like, nope, that's not. That's a little too literal for me. That's not.
they were dancing and killed each other?
Oh.
Hit the head with the axe.
He hit him in the head with an axe. Okay, well, we're a Viking household some days.
Oh, sorry guys. If I run off camera, it's because I'm going into a sneezing fit. I have got a cold. I just got it today, so I'm in the weird funk where it's not quite fully in, but every time I turn around, I'm sneezing. So if I run away real quick, you'll just know that I'm trying to sneeze off camera and not be so quite disgusting in front of the webcam. Okay.
I hate sneezing because I just pee my pants all the time. So yeah, colds are not exactly,
Surprise!
Yeah. I can't sneeze while walking or anything. It's horrible.
Blue was asking for another invite.
Come here.
Okay. Let me put our one.
I had to hit a Benadryl because of you.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky as far as the peeing part. I don't do that. I pass gas every time I sneeze, so that's enjoyable.
At least only I know what's going on, not the people around me who get dive bombed by you.
Okay, this conversation has deteriorated rapidly.
Rapidly.
I'm sorry. You
Wendy
invited me.
apparently needs the dropping for the advertisement of poise, so she needs the poise pad. And Reagan needs the Vino.
Reagan needs some Febreze, so she can fart Febreze.
I just need to get some dryer sheets.
That's like, oh, smells like Febreze. Reagan, why does it always smell like Febreze around you?
This is so fresh.
Oh my.
I was sitting here, y'all keep seeing me look down because I was working on a rune. I don't know if y'all can see that, like a rune book.
Mm-hmm.
I went to RealmsCon, which is the anime thing.
Yeah.
And I found this cute little thing. It's got like the leaf on it.
Oh, cool.
And it has snap out pages, so I was gonna do like a workbook for myself. And put like flashcards and a fancy hey! Hi, Blue.
We've got the.
Stay like that.
Okay, we've got
Stay like that.
retrograde.
Talk about something serious. Talk about something serious.
Blue's pastime is huffing helium when she's off camera. So.
No, tell the truth. Her father was Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I still think she's an offshoot of Cousin It. Okay.
Oh my god, that's funny. It's so funny.
It sounds exactly like Cousin It in the Addams Family. I'm sorry. Exactly.
It does, you're right.
It's Cousin It. It's Cousin It.
I know, Ross said I don't like that sound. It's funny.
Blue will be back momentarily.
Mild amount of technical difficulties. Oh, Spin, look over your shoulder, how cute.
And she's such a damn ham. She's not cute. She's not asleep either. She's a ham.
Oh, she's looking at the camera now. Like, what?
Like, what? Well, she was
You
telling
are such a
somebody
ham.
on camera because, you
She's gonna
know.
get that hat off your head.
She's so
You
cute.
know how they're like, what's that?
No, I think
Now
she's
what do I-
attracted to the chipmunk. You are sounding normal.
Oh, good. I'm going to have to go back because I sang We Wish You a Merry Christmas to see if I sounded like Alvin.
You did,
And
and it was
I'm going to
funny.
have to go back and listen to that.
Scott walked in, he goes, "Who's singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas?"
I know, right? It's almost Halloween. So how is everyone tonight? Well, I hope.
Very well. Besides me going sick with a cold, I'm very well.
I kind of had you opened up on YouTube and just kind of listening and watching between what I was doing, and just so
Well,
much
the first
going
half
on.
an hour is usually crazy, so.
Yeah, well, I was hearing, well, you in particular, Spin, and Reagan, because Magiabella had some technical difficulties, and I saw Brandy coming in and out, and you were talking about this week's topic.
Oh yeah, altars and such.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to get us back on line, like going forward motion, people.
Oh, okay, well. I want Fridays now because Mondays suck. I don't like knowing who's behind me because you guys always do a better job than me. So I'm
Well, not
taking Fridays.
necessarily, because I had a rough time with it this week myself, and I don't think where in the lineup you end up. I think that if you are really into what you're doing, but you overthink it, this is what you were telling me, Spin, that I was overanalyzing it. I was worried about everything, and really I just needed to relax and just do something. And you know, it's not going to be as, you know, there's no way I can do the way Toy did. Toy was just right on it, you know, today.
Toy was ridiculous, damn it.
I think
How
we
the heck
ought to
am I
make
supposed to
her.
follow that?
I think we ought to make her. Toy needs to be Friday, so that way, you know, we can look at least halfway decent until until Friday.
Yeah, skill and time available to. So I'll take Monday.
I think I need to stay put at Thursday, because this week, you know, I mean, we all thought, oh, okay, now we're going to have a couple of easy subjects to do. No, no, I don't think it was that easy for me. I mean, when I really got to thinking about what I was doing, I'm putting this, you know, I'm putting this together, and I'm realizing that everybody that watches YouTube is potential viewer, which is like, what, thousands and thousands of people, and how much did I really want to share of what I do?
Millions of people, we won't go there. Okay. Millions.
Yeah. And so
You're not
that
helping.
was one of my problems, and the other one too is just like, you know, because there are so many people out there that they constantly, even pagans and even Wiccan and witches, do not seem to understand that there's a difference. And, well, witches, I think, do more, but there's Wiccans who are like, you're doing it wrong, you have to put this on the north and this on the west and this on the... That's not how I roll, you know. And I think I was worried about that and everything, but really it's none of their damn business. If they don't like what they see, they don't have to watch it. Yeah. Click, go
Well,
somewhere
not
else.
only that, but people have to respect that there are people who follow different traditions of paganism,
Right.
and not every tradition is the same.
Oh, very well so. Yeah, because
And plus you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that will bust up some ass if somebody picks on you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, it's a form of discrimination, which is ridiculous because no one person is the same, so no path is going to be the same. And the reason that things resonate on your altar with you is different from someone else because that's how we connect. It doesn't matter. Not everything has to be cookie cutter because that's not the kind of religion this is.
Right. And then, you know, I got to thinking about it, and I thought, and I was totally going the wrong way with it. And I'm like, well, what is the message I'm really trying to get out there? Is it really about me and my altar? No. You know, so it's about, for me, it was about sharing how to get started and not using excuses to why you don't do something if you don't have what you think you need. Because you really do have what you need if you just look around.
Yeah.
You know. So that's what it was about for me, and that's how I started it. And then I did a few of my own altars without my voice. You know, you know, I think it's acceptable to me. I hope you guys like it tomorrow. Safe.
I'm sure we will like
Yeah,
it.
it should be fine.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, the important part is, regardless, it's not about production value or how, or even length or whatever. It's just it's what you put into it. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah, I
because
want
it's,
to remember you said it's not about production tomorrow when you blow us out the water.
I did my last video with my iPad in like 10 minutes because I had a crisis. So
Well,
I don't
see, now
want to
you
hear
make me
it.
feel even 10 times worse because I did mine with my iPad and it did not come out like yours. Yours came out much better.
I thought yours was great.
Yeah.
I mean, Sasha, I mean, she put something together. She touched on quite a few points about the altar, and really, I should have watched it 2 and 3 times to realize that mine's acceptable. And I already knew Toy would say mine's acceptable, but she's so much more knowledgeable and has so many more years' experience under her belt that, of course, she's going to have everything,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
perfect. And
Yeah, let me also clarify. I lived out of shoeboxes under a bed is
right.
where mine was for well over 25 years. When I got divorced and became a person that I could do whatever the fuck I wanted and nobody else could tell me anything,
Hmm.
then it became, I lived in one bedroom because when I left my husband's house, I went to my daughter's house and I helped them stabilize their life when my daughter was pregnant and making sure that she was, very stable. I stayed with them for many years. I had lived in one bedroom. I had everything that I owned in one bedroom. You can ask Brandy. She couldn't believe how much stuff I could put in one single bedroom, but I could. Then for the first time ever in my life, I was 50 years old, I got my own place. And it was an apartment above Brandy's house, a little small 2-bedroom, 600 square foot, and I had my first room. But that room was my Reiki room, my altar room, everything.
Hmm.
I still didn't buy a whole lot. I just acquired things. Brandy can attest. The only thing
Right.
I bought when I moved into that apartment was a TV because I only had a small TV in my bedroom because that's all that would fit. So I had one for my living room now. I still didn't buy a single thing for that apartment. I acquired it all through junk furniture, things that I could acquire, and I still didn't pay a lot.
But
The
it wasn't
stuff that
about
you
it
see,
wasn't about the stuff that you put on it. It's how you set it up. I can take
yeah,
things
well,
and
yes,
it's
but
not going to look. I mean, you could take that. You have a talent, is what I'm saying. You could take tin cans and a screwdriver and set it up on your altar and make it look beautiful. I can't. I'm not that good. My altars look like it's just been thrown together. It's like, oh wait, there's way too much stuff. Maybe I ought to move
But
this over here. I do not have that talent to make it look beautiful.
But here's the important part, okay, is it doesn't matter. The whole point, and I mean, and just like with the channel and everything and what we're doing, is, it's not about competing. It's not about who does it better. It's not about, and it's not so much the compare and contrast. It's just simply, this is who we are as individuals. These are our takes on these things, and we're here to support each other. It's not, I mean, and we're not going to look at you and go, oh well, that's like, because I mean, come on, you should see. I have my days, and then other times I'm like, what the heck was I thinking?
I
We
think
all
Joy
do
could
that,
be an interior designer because she's got an eye for the balance. And I like to balance everything out. Like if I have one candle on this side and I need to have something on the other side just as tall or that evens it out. And if it doesn't work, I'm sticking another candle there, so that it feels to me like there's balance. And Toy can do that with several things. Not, I mean, they don't even have to be exactly alike. And
You want to know
I
her
end up just,
secret? Different
yeah.
height. She
Mhm.
layers height.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things, but it's layered in height. So it looks put together. It's gradual. But yes, you're right. She does. You should see her.
It looked gorgeous, and I know, and, you know,
Well, y'all are making
I
me
like my
totally
altars.
embarrassed with the flattery here, but thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, I'm not
Uh,
lying. I'm not trying to be an ass kisser either. I mean,
oh, I don't think you're being an ass kisser, but I do.
the way you put
I
that bottle in
appreciate.
behind there and everything, and it just, you know, I mean, it was just an empty bottle. Somebody else would look at that and see trash. You looked at it and you saw something that was not only sentimental, but it fit and it was perfect in there. And, you know, not to discredit where's Spin? Where'd she go?
She's right there.
She's right
I
before
just see a little black square where she was. Anyway, and I mean, hers was absolutely fantastic too. But you did more than one. And I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's the color of the walls you painted too that really set everything off. I don't know, but it's like you can have a lot of little things, what other people would think is a clutter, and you can display it so nicely. And I go looking at all my little things I love, and I'm thinking, boy, it looks cluttered over there.
I think it's kind of like, if you overthink it, it's not going to happen. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
together.
Well, Brandy can attest. You have no idea what clutter can look like in my house. I don't like. I look at a blank wall and think, I got to fill that up. I can't look at blank walls. I don't like that. And I like things that I like all around me. But the
Right.
things I like are not, they're not expensive. They're not, but they all have sentimental meaning. They all have some kind of connection. I see something and it says something else to me. So yes, I look at that Bacardi bottle that you're referring to. Yes, I'll look at that Bacardi bottle and I see a thing of beauty in it. It's just an old Bacardi bottle. It means nothing to anybody, but I know the story behind it. I know where it came from. I still have the poodle that was on it. But I put a different, I had that put away because I didn't want it to ruin because it's yarn and it's probably now close to 80 years old. So I don't want
Wow.
it, I have it put away.
Meanwhile, real quick, I don't mean to interrupt or change subject, but I just noticed, Gypsy, I haven't met you. I'm Blue. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hi.
I saw the name down there, and I'm like, okay, I've seen Brandy before because she'll sometimes come behind Magiabella, and you know.
Pop in. She pops in.
The thing is, I'm being quiet. I have to be quiet right now and listen. That's what I'm being told a lot like right now. It's just too quiet.
And why do you have to be quiet?
Okay, so I'm not sure. I did a reading the other day, and I did like 4 different readings. They all said to be quiet. So for me, I'm a very social person. I like to talk, and sometimes I miss readings because I'm not have been in quiet for a bit. It's just killing me over here.
I'm having real trouble. You guys can hear Gypsy okay? I'm having real trouble.
It's kind
She kind of cuts out. Yeah, she kind of cuts out a little bit.
I'm on my phone, not on my computer. When I'm on my computer, it's better. But right now, I'm on my little smartphone thing.
Well, consider yourself lucky. When I come on the computer and sound funny, they'll make fun of me.
I don't know how you do it, but you come on sounding like that cousin It. Just
I love Cousin It. Me and Cousin It have a lot in common.
as I see behind her, she's got somebody creeping along the countertop.
Yes, she does. I see the cat.
Hang on, I gotta go get him.
Oh, look at him. He's like a ghost cat.
He's a big old kitty. Oh, look at him. Willie.
Yes. So, Gypsy, you're not the only one with cat technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties
There are
abound.
several members of our team tonight that have cat technical difficulties.
Oh, well, I tell you what, did you see him? I chased him off and he jumped right back up here.
That is Raw. Raw does that to me all the time, and he's so defiant, and he'll look right at me and just be like, yeah, I did it again. What are you going to do?
They're both pissed at me right now because that Capstar came in the mail today and they just had their medicine.
Oh.
And I gave him his medicine first, and then I gave it to Pip, and then I went to go pet them both, and Willie took off. He will not let me near him. He is pissed. Pip, forgave me. But Willie's like, screw you.
Yeah, but Pip, she's such a sweetheart. That cat.
Yes. And, well, now I think the fleas that are on them are convulsing and something because Willie's positively been going nuts around here. I mean, and won't let me, and it was lucky I could touch him and get him off the counter because he was running away from me before. He was like, you ain't touching me.
He's angry at you. He's holding a grudge.
Yeah, and
they do it too. Those little fuckers, they hold a grudge like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, now I hear him getting yelled at again.
Yeah. Raw gets mad.
He's in a lot of trouble tonight. He's confused. He feels these fleas convulsing on him, and he doesn't understand what's going on, so he's just acting stupid. Oh, there he goes again. He just I'm about ready to close him in the bathroom, so that way he don't get in trouble. But he'll still get in trouble. This is Willie we're talking about.
You'll go in there and you won't have any toilet paper on the roll.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That's what this one does. This one is notorious for that.
Actually, he's more interested in plastic. Anything plastic. It's like when the toilet paper's in the bag, he'll want to eat the plastic off of the, the 4-pack.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly pulling pieces of plastic out of his mouth. He's in the bathtub, I think. He's getting closed in there. And he'll be crying in a minute. Please, I want to come out.
Oh my God. Yeah, Ron was trying to get in my glass case. He was up there like a big old rat standing on his hind legs just digging away at the glass. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? He's been so weird the past few days. He's just been on, and they've been doing this whole, my people need me, charging back and forth across. Oh, they're so cute.
Where's Aries?
Right here.
I heard her today when you were talking in one of the chats there. You were saying something, and I heard a meow, and I looked around, and both mine were asleep, and I had to play it again, and I heard her again.
I did the same thing. I thought it was Batman.
So she said hello to everybody.
Yeah. She's a ham. She's a ham.
Yeah, she is.
She's so cute.
I think she's the oldest cat here in our bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's going to be 16 in February.
Oh, boy, yeah. She's holding up pretty good for her age.
Mm-hmm.
Real well. So what do you give her? I mean, what is it? You guys got a youth spell? Because, I mean, you don't look your age. When I first saw you, I thought for sure you was like 17.
No.
I know, you and your cat.
That's what happens when you found your familiar. Witch and your familiar, they just don't age.
Well, you don't either. The first time I saw one of your videos, I thought, oh, look at this cute teenager. I gotta listen to her because you learn a lot from these young people. And I was waiting for you to start talking about shit going on at high school and crap. And then you told me you were like in your 30s. I'm like, you're lying.
And I did the same thing. I thought for sure you were way younger. Oh my goodness.
No.
You're lucky. Women, I know a lot of women give their left tit to look young like that. I
don't know if they would want to look young like this, but okay.
You're beautiful. Are you kidding? To look like you're 17 forever, I could handle that. Yeah. Oh boy, if I looked like I was 17, I'd probably be some sort of a slut or something.
And then you'd have to question the men who wanted to be with you. You'd be like, why?
Right.
Right?
Do I need to call the cops on you?
Well, no, I was thinking, well, at least if they're with me, they're not hurting some kids, so.
Is behind you, Spin.
You look good.
Oh, by the way, Spin, I love the hat. That's adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree? Like many years ago, but still Dollar Tree. She's
Oh,
in her
hey,
I'm
who did that?
dead.
Wasn't me.
Did you hear that?
I did.
No,
It weren't me. Willie? Willie? Oh, he's in the bathroom. He's close in the bathroom. Not him.
you're being annoying. Now you're all taking.
Let me guess, she's got a kitty that's getting on her nerves too.
Okay. No,
Hi, come here.
Oh,
Look at that look.
I'm
Are
trying.
you bemused?
Her screen just went dark.
Who?
Gypsy's screen just went dark on me. I can't see her kitty. Okay, almost.
Kissing her kitty right now.
Come here.
you know, this is
I see
not.
part of her over here in the corner.
Oh.
So how many more days of this daggone retrograde week? Oh, there we go.
Well, it's not completely done until October 20th.
I'm never going to
I
survive.
believe that's the date.
I thought it was the 9th for some reason. What's going on?
Well,
Oh,
because you
no.
still have to go through the rest of the shadow. Yeah, so it's still got some. It's still got some issues.
Arrows, I'm going to kick your butt.
Hi.
How old? It's Arrows.
Arrows. Yeah.
Oh, how old is he?
I honestly don't know. They found him in a field. And he hadn't moved the whole. He'd been in the water for like 2 weeks. It hadn't moved. It hadn't eaten.
Oh.
Then, you know, he gets up and he's sitting by the cage. I just open the cage and he's like right here on my chest. And the lady's looking at me like I'm some sort of weirdo. I was like, okay, and he's definitely his own little god of love and mischief.
Oh.
And he thinks he's a god. He knows that once he was worshipped, and he thinks that should continue.
That's it. That's it. That's what we do. You know, I seen something on Facebook where it said the dog looks at you and says, "Oh, you bring me food. You take care of me. You must be God." And the cat says, "Oh, you bring me food. I must be God."
Yeah. Right there. Thank you.
This is very true.
Fridge.
Wow.
That cat just does not look happy, Spin.
I know. She's all
So angry. She's like, why are you
Wait a
talking?
minute. I gotta click on spin to see.
She's like the original grumpy cat.
Maybe it's having one of those old people days things going on.
She's
Just
so
like,
cute
you know,
when
pet
it's to the
me.
point.
She
It's
says,
the point where she tries to meow and like half her meow is missing. She's like,
I have those days. Yeah.
I love her little face.
she's like, don't touch me.
So cute.
She's probably taking it on you because Willie and Pip done called and said these humans shoved pills down our throats. And she says, I'm going to protest on your guys' behalf.
Yeah.
Cat unions.
We're over here, my dog can't do enough. Just like, Mom, notice me, notice me. And she's like sticking her nose on my foot and being cute. She's like, please notice me.
My friend has 5 huskies. Oh, I should put the video. I was trying to do a video earlier, and I was outside, sitting down on the porch, and I had all the huskies out, and you just see me like I'm doing the video, and they took me completely out. Like, you see the video just go up in the air, and I laid on my butt, and then all you see is me. I was like, oh! It was so horrible. They were so excited that I was around now. Like, I completely laid down.
So how is Mystic doing in today?
They got her RV moved. And that's all I know. That's all I was able to get out of her. Let me see. I just got a text that might have been her, but I know they just moved the RV, and she feels lopsided. Like any minute, she's just gonna topple over.
Oh God, that's not good.
Yeah, so I don't know where she's at now. Poor thing. But she said that her house might move along more smoothly than she thought as far as getting built, so that'll be good. She'll be in her home in the next week or so.
Well, let's just hope the neighbor just stays on his side and doesn't.
They can build her house that fast?
It's a manufactured home or something like that.
Wow. That's awesome. Especially since she has a problem with generator and everything else right now.
Yep.
I'm just afraid that neighbor might try to do something when the house gets there because he just really doesn't want her there.
Well, he would be a fool to do that because then she'll be settled, and once a witch gets settled and gets her bearings, you don't want.
Yeah, but still, the things that he did already took a lot of balls,
I don't think that he's gonna want to do anything more. Honestly, I guess what happened is he just thinks that that women should kowtow to him, and because she's fighting him, that just makes her an enemy.
He thinks that he's a cat, and he thinks that they used to worship him, and he thinks that they still should worship him.
But he was an old ugly cat.
He's a god.
Grandeur.
He got himself confused. He used to be a cat in a past life. He thinks he's God.
I think all the cats in all of our houses here are like, we resent that remark.
You see the way Aries now facing us? Aries now has her tail to me.
She does. Okay, what'd you do to her?
No, it's what you said. After you finished your statement, she put her tail to me and everything.
Like, don't you compare that guy to us. We are.
I didn't compare him. I said he thinks he was a cat. That's why he thinks he should be worshipped. I didn't say he was. I said he thinks he was. He's getting very confused. He needs to be castrated. I was there to being castrated.
Are we doing a drinking game tonight?
Castration is going to be a new drinking.
It may have to be the next new word.
Well, I would be castrating that son of a bitch. He would be regretting the day.
Are you coming to chat?
I'd put up with that about 5 seconds, and then all hell would break loose. Even if I couldn't do anything else but that. That's what I would concentrate on.
I just think that hat is so cute.
I know. I'm going a little fat. I'm going to go see if I can pop on tomorrow.
And the ears. Okay, now see, I'm clicking on everybody, and apparently Reagan's been muted. Who did that? Did you mute yourself?
Reagan did it.
I did not do it.
You're right.
I didn't say any of the keywords, so I don't want to.
Well, that happens after the show, right? The keywords happen after the show.
I get muted later. I muted myself this time.
It's okay. The
I
first
see
time we
Bo
did
back
this,
there.
I was
Hello, Bo.
watching the Witches and got muted.
Ben has an issue with us, so anytime we say something she doesn't like, she starts muting us.
Wow, ballsy.
It's usually not just one word. It's if you use two different words in the same sentence that do not belong in the same sentence or should not
Exactly.
ever be in the same sentence.
It's a word
Hey,
association.
Raven, can you text me those 2 words just in case so I know?
You'll be informed.
Now you will be
Very
immediately
often.
muted if you say those words. You'll know if you say them because she will let you know.
And by the way, Mystic needs another invite.
Who was it,
Please.
Mystic?
She forgot about us.
Oh,
Oh?
how could she forget us?
You must
It's
have.
because she doesn't have a cat.
Can you bring me the house phone? Need a word.
Okay,
Well,
invitation
our dogs are small. We can pretend like they're cats, you know.
Thank you, my daughter. I love so much.
Oh, I get it now.
Once she gets settled in her house, then she can get a cat.
I just caught Brandy up real quick on the words that'll get her muted.
Oh, okay. And I'm sure that's just a partial list because Finn adds to it daily.
Yeah. It's
I agree with the list. I second the list.
Okay.
Muted you.
those words. Yeah.
For typing them.
Oh, thanks for typing them. Okay. All right now.
Yeah.
Calm down, Spin. Calm down.
So I know it's still early in the month, but everybody working on their Samhain plans, and what are they?
My Samhain plans are New Orleans, baby. I'm going to a witch's ball.
That's awesome.
I plan to be at Marie Laveau's grave. Thank you.
And I'm
I'm
sure
gonna have
you'll
a
bring
scary
back.
movie night.
I'm sure you'll bring back from New Orleans some goodies we get to see.
Well, maybe.
Just leave Marie Laveau where she's at. You can't bring her home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't bring that home. You can't bring her home.
I can make her attached to me and bring her home.
Yeah.
I have brought other things home from sacred sites. Okay, so
This is true.
I have a knack of them attaching themselves to me.
All right, I'm going to give you a task. What you need to bring home is something totally unique and that we have not seen.
Unique to
More
New
than
Orleans.
likely have not seen before. That could
She
be.
could show you 90% of her house.
Here we go. She's getting
We're up on
representation.
authenticity here.
Okay, how about this? A video of you standing next to Marie Laveau's grave and putting the 3 X's and doing the 3 spins.
The 3 X's and the 3 what?
The 3 spins.
Oh, okay.
You know how you're supposed to mark 3 X's, spin 3 times, and then you say something. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look at that again.
So you really want me to bring her home with me?
I know it's supposed to bring luck and good fortune.
Yeah, it will. She'll be my
We'll bring you a keychain.
She'll be my new spirit in the house.
Oh.
So kick that brownie right out of there.
Well, your hair will look good. I understand that she was a hairstylist and she ran her own salon. She has got her own beauty parlor, and she was really, and that's where she got started. Is in the beauty parlor. So your hair will look fantastic.
Yes. Yes, it will.
And of course, it might look like it did back in the 1700s. So that's okay.
I'd be more interested in the other things she did. So much the hairdressing.
Right.
Yes. I will be communing with her over her secrets. Thank you very much. I
I
will
would love
love
to
listen
go
to
there.
that Louisiana voodoo. Thank you. Except no dead chickens. I don't kill animals.
But you'll eat them.
I'll eat them, but I don't kill them. I can
But they
order
have
their
to be fed
death.
first before you eat it.
Yes, I can order their death so that I can eat them, but I'm not going to.
She says that until it gets real late at night and the dogs start barking, and you could swear she was going to take care of it herself.
I don't do the actual killing. No, I might
Because
send
that's what
something out after the dog.
actually killing it is what the only reason. So no, Toy is pure as white.
I am. I'm a white witch.
Yeah, okay.
White as the moonless night.
No.
Everybody is laughing their butts off.
I don't do bad things.
Okay.
Bad things just happen after you.
I'm not unprovoked. They always draw first blood.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm
I take
ready.
the defense, not the offense. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
They always draw first blood. I don't start it, but I will engage. Yes.
Yeah, that's me too. I won't start it, but I have no problem finishing it.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't shy away from a fight, but yes.
Don't do it.
We have more viewers, and I can't get to the thing to even see the live chat.
Hi, viewers.
Mystic is in. Mystic is watching.
Well, Mystic, I sent you an invite. Did you get it?
Oh, Aries, really?
I'm trying to get the live control room up.
I didn't know they became so sassy even at 4.
That was rude. Oh, God.
She said white witch, not what? Why don't everybody believe me?
Ooh. Go and see Christina. What
I think she's got 3 people freezing in the freezer next to the green beans. Just joking, we don't have any green beans. We're 150 pounds, there ain't no green beans in that freezer.
No room.
It's next to the popsicles.
Meat popsicles.
Hey, I told everybody how to unfreeze themselves in my video removing obstacles now.
So now you have to go out and do it, just in case.
That's okay, I'll put you back in there, but it's alright. Do this on a frequent basis.
You think you're safe, little do you know.
I've got
your free time.
I got skills. What can I say? I don't.
He likes it.
I've sent Mystic another invite, but can't get her in.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at Bo back there playing his game, and I've been waving at him every once in a while. There he is.
Oh, you
Better wave
embarrassed
at me,
him. That was so cute.
Hi,
He's
Bo.
always in the camera. He's such. I've got a grandson. Well, I've got grandsons about. How old is Bo and the other one and Toodles? Bo and Noodles.
They're 8 and 11.
Oh, okay. So my grandsons are 10 and 8. So yeah, I got grandsons. I like the grandsons. Grandsons are so much more fun than your own kids, you know?
Yeah. Well,
I love my grandchildren way more than I did my kids. Sorry, Jeanette, if you're watching. But if you're watching, Jeanette, I'm sorry, but you were just rotten, and I like you, but damn, you're a handful.
You're so much, but you know.
As my mother said, you only have kids to have grandkids.
She ain't lying, maybe. She is not lying. The grandkids are so much special. I mean, you fill them full of chocolate and you encourage them to do bad things, and then their parents just pull their hair out. It's so much fun.
I have been in this house when Toy's daughter has gone, Mother, will you just stop giving him candy and soda?
I can see Toy going,
She really does say
No, when my daughter does that and my son-in-law steps in and says, give it up. I've already fought that battle for years. It don't work. Let her do her shit. She don't listen. My son-in-law has finally conceded to the fact that he can't tell me shit.
You know, I swear to God, you talk for my brother. Sorry.
hey, Bo, you need to come visit me. I'll bake you some cookies. I'm a grandmother. That's what we do.
Right?
Yeah, and you hand them money. Here's some money for the kids, here and and then the parents go say, "Give me that money. I'm out of salt and I'm out."
You better teach them how to hide stuff, like money. Easter eggs or something.
Well, I taught my grandson this last weekend how to do a voodoo stuff.
Whoa!
It was a cat explosion.
It was a cat explosion.
I can't get through a Wednesday without her doing that.
There was smoke and everything, because your cigarette, all I saw was smoke and cat. It was great.
She's magic.
She's so cute.
That was adorable.
She's not mad at me. Willie's pissed. He won't come near me.
Oh,
My
no.
whole body feels so hot.
Okay, Reagan, I can see the comments now, but I can't. There's no comment bar where I'm at for me to comment to them. We have 4 viewers now.
Yeah.
Hello, viewers. If any of you is Jeanette,
If any of you need an
Joy,
invite,
okay.
I am sending
Hello.
invites. Mystic, I have sent you 4 invites. I don't know why you're not getting them.
Technology is not on our side this week.
No, it's Mercury retrograde, I guess, because I have sent her 4 of them. So.
Hide in my house the rest of the time.
But we do have 4 viewers at the moment, and I know that I am not one of them because I'm on the control panel, not on the actual.
well, I may be one of them, so you actually have 3 then.
I'm one of them.
You have 2.
I have, well, Mystic's 1, Reagan's probably 1, and you're probably 1. That's 3, but we have 4 showing right now.
Oh, we have Evil Unicorn Kim.
Hello, Unicorn Kim. Would
Hi,
you like
Kim.
an invitation? I will see if I can send her one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Evil Unicorn Kim has not answered yet. Maybe there might be a little bit of a delay.
Oh, that is rude. We do like you. Nothing to do with why you're not on the chat. No.
Oh, missed it. I see that. Okay. Shame on you, Mystic. I'm gonna beat your butt.
I'm not spelling her name right. Hello, Evil. I'm going to call you Kim. That doesn't sound right, calling you Evil.
Yeah, but we don't know, do we?
Nope.
Well,
I'm
you know.
secretly evil. I'm very evil.
We
Yeah,
could
just
call her
ask
Unicorn.
Willie.
Yes.
Willie
we'll
right now thinks I'm very evil.
Unicorn.
And then pick it up. My tea right there.
Come back in there.
I don't know what I did with it.
For some reason, it is not letting me send an invite to Evil Unicorn Kim. I don't understand.
Maybe try her actual name.
Yes.
Don't drink it.
What is?
Oh, she says she's going to have to pass because she's looking like a hot mess right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do I look like? I'm not even a hot mess. I'm not even hot. Well, actually, he's hot.
There is a
Well,
way
that's
to
why
make it
I
like
just
show
threw a
your
veil
future.
over this mug, and I'm just fine. Just throw a veil over it.
Ben was wearing her witchy hat because she did not like her hair today, and that's why
Yes.
she had her witchy hat on.
Yeah, just throw a veil on it or a hat on top of it, and come on, chat.
Go for it. It's okay.
Reagan put her ears on. So anyway, I don't know why Mystic can't get her invite. I have sent it like 4 times. I don't know what's going on there.
I told her to check her email, and then she sent me a text. But I can't listen to your text thingy-majig, Mystic, unless you want everybody to hear it. There are no secrets on the Witchy Wednesday chat.
There's not many.
What you see is what you get.
Oh yes, that is pretty much
Reagan, there
it.
is secrets on Witchy Wednesday.
I need to shrink this down so I could see what's going on behind on the chat. And I've got my hands full here.
Oh.
You know what I must say? I do feel sometimes left out when y'all are chatting about a million things, and I have no clue what's going on, just sitting on the couch. Her phone is blowing up, and I ain't got a worry in the world. I ain't worried about nothing because nobody told me anything, so.
Oh my goodness.
You can join in at any time.
Join us. Join us.
You will fall
Yeah,
into
because then
the black
everything would
hole.
get joke and nothing would get done.
You will fall into that black hole. Well, they kill my battery routinely on my phone. Yes, they do. And if my phone is plugged in, I cannot hear any of the voice recordings. So therefore, I plug it in, I unplug it, I listen, I plug it right back in, and I unplug it and I listen, and I was like, y'all have got me strapped and attached to a damn wall. Thank you.
I told her we need to get her a good 5-footer, the cord, so that she can take it all over the living room.
I hope you're talking about the cord.
Yeah, that dealer. Thank God. That would kill her. That would physically kill her. And she did, dickhead.
I feel like I'm going to test anything once, huh?
Body floss.
But be there with a smile.
Oh, no.
No, don't lay down. Get in the window.
So what is the next topic we can talk about?
I don't know. We didn't really talk about the first one.
We didn't have a topic really. They were just discussing altars. So, yes, she did. They threw out what we were doing for Samhain, and I said I'm going to New Orleans and Limbo, but nobody else told me what they were going to do.
Oh!
I'm doing a scary movie night. Well, maybe not the night of Samhain, maybe the night before or after. Because every year we do a scary movie night, and we get like the scariest movies we can find, and there's popcorn and dinner, and it's. And every year we try to get scared, but we just can't find one that scares us enough. So I'll take suggestions if you got them.
Right?
I grew up in a mortuary. I don't do scary.
She doesn't do scary, but she lives
I
in
was
a
asking you.
It
mortuary.
actually moves, okay? It moves, and you don't know, is it this dead dude, or is it, like our buddy under the sheet?
Oh.
And growing up as a mortician's daughter is not as cool as some of y'all out there think it might be, because I lost a very good friend because I decided it would be fun to throw her in the embalming room, shut the door, and the light switch was on the outside, people. I
Well,
instantly lost a friend, and this was in, junior high.
well, at least you,
Done with you at
at least
that
they,
point.
your name's not Beta, so we're good.
No, it's all fun and games until you get halfway down the street and your buddy who you loaded in but thought it was a body you were taken to somewhere decides to sit up on you, and then from then on for 2 weeks straight you're checking every body because you want to make sure it's not going to happen again. Of course, when you let your guard down, it happens again because morticians have the worst humor and they think it is so funny that you pee your pants.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I went to school with a girl named Carol Kinney, and she was the daughter of the people who own Cage Mill Funeral Homes here in Corpus. And yes, she had a very sick sense of humor because yes, she would frequently tell you all about that they would be laughing and making fun because all of a sudden the body would sit up on the table and do things like that. So yeah.
Elementary, I told everybody they were going to be my friend or my dad would bury them in the backyard.
Oh my god.
This is why Brandy had no friends.
I,
She couldn't quite understand and grasp the concept of why she wasn't likable.
yeah. We were having a conversation about friendships, me and Toy, and then I started on this childhood rant, and she just looks me square in the eyes, and she's like, I now understand. I get it.
Why would anybody want to be your friend if you told them that your dad was going to bury him in the backyard? I'm sorry, I wouldn't have been your friend.
I'd have been my
I would
friend.
have told you that my dad would have strung you up in the backyard with the deer that were always hanging in the thing. I told my mom, why is it that every holiday picture I'm standing, you know why the stag, this is why the stag is my god, okay? Is because every holiday we had to get dressed up in our holiday finest and he would march us out to have the family picture taken with the dead deer hanging in the tree that he had just killed. And I told my mother, I thought they were past ancestors. We always had them in the pictures. All these dead deer hanging in the trees behind me.
Done.
Okay, Evil Unicorn Tim says this isn't really a scary movie per se, but it's really good dark. Perfume, the story of a murderer. The book is awesome as well.
You literally already used
Okay.
I only had 3.
Perfume, the story of a murderer.
I think I've seen somebody watching that recently. Or it was on YouTube
that
or something like that.
Netflix or something right now because I've seen that
Yeah,
title somewhere in my phone.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is
it's a
rare.
new one on Netflix.
Yeah. She said both versions are great, which is rare, which is true. To find a good book and movie that they both are. It's usually one or the other.
No, that's hard. Usually the book is good and the movie disappoints you.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
screwed it all up, took out the best parts or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I was watching a scary movie, and it was the one with the little leprechaun. It's called Leprechaun. And it got to a scary point, and I was at a friend's house, and she had a cat, which is probably why I don't like cats. And the cat decided to go, boom, right? And you're supposed to go, ah! So I had my ah in the boom. So needless to say, scary movies and you don't know. And you end up in a
The cat said you needed someone to take revenge on you, so that was cat.
My hatred for both, well, not hatred for cats, but for scary movies most definitely was that day.
Oh, Mystic got her invite. Here
I
she
had to go
is.
to Google
Yay!
Hangout. I went to the Google Hangout page and I found Reagan's thing under there, and then you popped up right after she did, so it was weird.
Awesome. Okay.
But it wasn't on YouTube.
No. No. Yeah, you can't join from there. Oh, I got
Usually
a
that's where I was going from. I always get my invites to the YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't. I have to get mine from Hangouts.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
I'm holding a very angered Batman because I'm touching the night.
Hey, there's Mystic.
Yes, hi. Hi, everyone.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, Mystic. You're really low.
Oh, yeah, because my trailer's tipping over. Want to see when I'm going to fall down?
Oh my god!
It's bad. It's real bad.
That's scary.
Oh, that would be so hard.
I'm leaning like this, like, woo.
Oh no! I wouldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Let me tell you, I got the guys can actually bring the built the frame. They're coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday now. So, God, so thankful.
Get you out of that trailer. That thing's.
Yeah, it's freaking a hot mess.
So how long do you have to wait for your electricity now?
Well, I gotta go in there tomorrow because they lost my paperwork. So I'm hoping they're gonna still do it by Friday.
Am I the only one that cannot hear Mystic?
Yeah, I can hear her just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Friday they're supposed to put it in, but I don't know if it's gonna happen now because I lost my paperwork. But we'll see tomorrow and refill it out.
I would be. You already had it scheduled, so
Yeah,
there's still a slot, and I'm in it.
I really need it because the generator is messing up really bad now. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. But the old man went and filed a complaint with the county today because I'm parked where I'm parked. Oh, man, it's funny. Well, the guy drove by here in the golf cart. He came by here, and I was just leaving, and then he must have knew it was me because he caught me down here. He goes, "Yeah, your neighbor. Do you live there?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, your neighbor filed a complaint with the county that came in and filed a complaint that you're not so far away from the property line." So it's funny. I just laughed at it. I said, I'm moving it in about 2 weeks. It'll be gone completely. He goes, "Okay, I'll let them know." So, and he left. He didn't say anything more. He didn't say I had to move it. He didn't say anything. But I am butted right up to the property line. Like, I'm right up on it.
Well, where is his satellite dish?
Oh, and it's still on there. They won't remove it because I'm not the one that has a description. Oh, you can't see shit. Little creeper. I don't know what, but anyways.
They won't remove it because of what?
Oh, because it's not there. Oh, no, this is what they said. Because it's in service and it's being used and it's his, they had to contact him and have to notify him that they need to move it. So they supposedly are contacting him. But I called Comcast on Monday and told them that it's already been like 2 weeks and I don't see anybody coming out here yet. He's got 2 more weeks to move his propane tank and that ended up being on my property line. And he goes, "Well, we can't just come out and take it down. We'll have to contact him." So Whatever.
I would tell them, well, I don't have to contact anybody to remove it myself. And
Yeah,
it's just
can't you like beat it with a bat or like let the gas out slowly or it went on a hose with his house by his window.
Yeah. Well, last night at 1:30 in the morning, I caught him outside over here at the property line, looking over with the flashlight. And I got up and I put my phone and I flashed it to let him know I'm up and I see you. So he walked back into his little area there and got like in the dark part, but I could still see him like stupid. And then today when we were moving, we had all the guys out here and we were moving the trailer stuff. He's in his kitchen window just watching all of us. And I go, look, Bill, he's in the window just staring at us. Like, what the hell? They're freaked out over the guy. They just think like he's seriously got big issues. Like,
I would freak him out back. I'd tell all the guys, let's stand here and stare back at him.
so they told me to flash my boobie.
I wouldn't give him a thrill.
I said, that probably would be all bad. I said,
I would be flashing, okay, everybody, drinks ready. I'd be flashing my black dick candle at him.
Yeah.
And I'd be going, it will never work again, motherfucker, even though it probably don't work anyway.
No, he's crazy, though. He's got some issues. But I knew he was going to go down there and say something, because right after we got done and it was the guy left that towed it down, he got in his car and he left. So I knew he was going to do something, but it's stupid. They didn't even care. So it's just more stupidity for him. He's dumb. It's not even worth, I don't even care to talk about him because he just has issues.
Only that bored, he's nothing better to do.
What was that?
Is he just like bored?
If he keeps it up, you can always throw the word harassment out there.
Yeah. Well,
He's got records of it.
Yeah, well, I already have a police record for him. Already have it recorded down there. But he is 77, and he is long, hippie-haired weirdo. And he lives alone with his dog, and he's just weird, man. And he's just had big issues with me being here because he likes his privacy.
No, he wasn't that he liked his privacy. He was using your land as free land for himself.
Yeah.
He was squatting on it. He has his satellite dish, and he has his propane tank there. And both would be gone because I would have them removed.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get sued if I did something to it and then end up getting in trouble for it. So I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going to let them do it. And in 30 days, if it's not down, then I'll probably take it in my own hands because I gave him enough time. 30 days is what they told me to give him.
As long as you're taking proper channels, if he doesn't follow through on his end of it, then you're within your legal right to just go there and be like,
after 30 days. Yeah.
You know what you need to do is go trim a tree close to it that will fall on the exact angle and smush that son of a bitch.
I wish. I wish.
oh no.
He's over there, damn it.
Wait, that son of a bitch, are you talking about the satellite dish, the propane tank, or him?
Yeah.
All of them.
Let him hit the satellite dish, let that fall into the propane tank, and blow his ass off the earth.
Well, since the propane tank is on your property, that means the propane people cannot come onto your property to fill that tank.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? I've been here. I wonder how often they have to fill it.
Going to be, oh, well, you'll know because it tells you on the propane tank how full it is.
And you need,
I'm going to go check it.
You need to post no trespassing signs. Because
yeah, the cop just told me that today.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the cop called just to check to see how things were because he didn't like the fact that, that's so funny you said that because he called and goes, you know, I forgot to mention to you, you should put no trespassing signs on your trees or anywhere on that phone on the fence. I'm putting up.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, and if he steps over that, that's it.
He's trespassing because if it's
well, not only that, but his propane man can't cross it either.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't even know when they fill it. I'm gonna have to check to see if there's something on that because yeah, that's his main propane tank to his house.
I'd call the propane company that's on the side of the tank.
Yeah, I would too. I would have done that a long ass
your
time
property,
ago.
it's on your property, and that you do
No,
not.
that propane tank is now hers. He just gave you a free one. You just need to disconnect one line and hook it up to your house.
Well, legally, if she gave him 30 days.
No.
Gave him 30 days.
Well, no. Listen. It is on her property. She purchased the property. It was on her property. He now has to prove he owns that propane tank. He doesn't own that propane tank.
It might be owned by the propane company.
No, the propane tanks are generally in the country have to be owned by the people that own the property.
Well, it kind of depends on where you're at, because around here, like when my husband did propane delivery and setting tanks and stuff like that, a lot of them were rented and actually belonged to the companies. And they have to buy them.
Always part of the property itself.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's on her property and he gave her,
then the propane tank the company needs to come and remove it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about calling the propane tank because people, I didn't even know if I'd be able to find a number, but I'll look tomorrow and see if there's a number on there and at least give them a heads up, like, listen, he had 30 days from this date, which was like the,
2 weeks ago now, right?
Yeah,
but you need to be telling these two companies
that
I purchased the property as is, and that included this that is sitting on my property. So it belongs to me. I'm giving you fair warning to remove it now, or it is mine.
Yeah.
Because I purchased everything that's on your property when you purchase it. Is yours. If there was a hazardous hazmat dumping site, that would belong to you.
Yep.
It wouldn't belong to him. It would belong to you, even if he was doing it. So that propane tank and that Comcast belongs to you. If they don't come and pick it up, you're giving them fair option, but you don't have to. You don't have to give either one of those companies the right to come onto your property to take it.
Can I undo it? Do you think I could really go undo it if 30 days it's not done? Can I really undo that?
I would call both of them.
You gave him 30 days. By law, all that is required is to give 30 days. It's the same as any kind of eviction or anything like that. After 30 days, it becomes yours.
Would not take the gas tank apart because
I wouldn't take the gas tank apart. No.
Yeah, get them to come in and turn it off is what you
would tell them.
I would call them and tell them to take that line from his house and put it to yours. Or take it off of you.
I won't propane. My house is going to have a heater, wood burning stove, so I won't have a propane set up.
Well, here's the thing.
You own it now.
Just have it removed and have them send him the bill.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not gonna. I mean, if it's
I don't want to be responsible for his finances. That's the damn thing.
If he has active services with the propane and the satellite and it's on your property, then that's his financial responsibility to have that stuff moved, not yours.
Yeah, that's right.
And like I was telling you with my mom, like my mom with the Verizon boxes.
Yeah.
She had to call and talk to the manager because you did not authorize for that equipment to be on your property, and they need to get it off of there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when I talked to Comcast, I was just nice about it. You know, I just said, listen, you know, I ended up buying property that had 2 Comcast things, but one of them's on my property. I've given the guy 30 days, but I haven't seen you guys out here yet, and, you know, you only got like 2 more weeks. And he goes, oh, I don't see anything about that. And I said, well, listen, I said, it needs to get removed. You know, it needs to be removed by the 30 days. I go, bottom line, and so does his tank. And he goes, well, we can't do that. And I go, well, it's
all crap. You need to talk to a manager then. And you need to go to the manager's manager if that's what it takes. Once you start talking litigation, they'll move real quick.
Yeah, you're probably right.
People are talking bulldozers coming in and removing it one way or the other.
Yeah, it's got to be gone in 30 days.
Yeah, and with companies like that, you just keep calling back until you get somebody with some sense, and then you just have to go right up the ladder. Customer service is not a thing anymore, so you have to continually just keep calling, find somebody that'll actually take the actions that need to be done, because anything that's above and beyond just reading off their script they don't want to do.
Yeah.
So you have to push.
You know what I
and
would
find
do?
somebody
This
in
is
the company that'll do it.
Yeah, well, I want that propane tank done because not only do I want to be evil and a bitch now because of the
Yeah.
shit he does, but, no, that's exactly why. Because he fucking is getting on my nerves, and I'm sick of him, like, looking over here, like, what, 1:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, what are you doing standing there looking with a flashlight at my property? Like, what do you expect to see at 1 o'clock in the morning? I'm like,
Okay,
freaking...
first of all, that's called peeping Tom, and I would file a complaint.
Well, when the cop called me today to ask me, that's so funny that he said that because he called because he thought about he had not told me about putting those signs up on my property today, and oh man, when I seen that number come up, I didn't know what the hell, but no, it was the same guy, and he was just like, I meant to tell you to put those signs down there so that if he crosses over, then you've got him, because he did tell me the only thing that really concerned him was the fact that he was using binoculars in his car looking over at me. So
fucking creep.
yeah, so he didn't like that too much, but he said
That is the only thing that disturbs him about this guy.
Yeah, well, because
Wow.
the pictures, no, because photos, you can stand on anybody's street on your property and take pictures of people's homes all day long.
Oh crap.
None of that's breaking the law, he said. You can take pictures of the people on their property. You can do all that. It's not breaking the law. It's when they're on your property and doing those things, that's breaking the law. Because I was out there shoveling a couple nights ago. I was out there doing the fire, and he freaking was taking pictures from his window. I seen the flash going off, and he's taking pictures of me. Like,
That's creepy.
what the hell are you taking pictures of me for? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, literally, I turned around, all of a sudden I seen this flash, and I turned around, and I could see him standing there, fucking taking pictures. Like, what the
He's
fuck?
a creep.
I'm freaking shoveling the fire, dude. Like, is he trying to, the fire was already out. Like, what are you doing? I just don't understand him. Bottom line. And did Spin tell you guys how my tree caught on fire yesterday? At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my whole property was on fire. Over 8 feet high flames. Today, when the guys came out and seen that, they were like, no, something definitely did it. Even if it was hot and still underneath there, it should not, it did come up at all that night, and did come up all that day, and then all of a sudden it comes up. Even if there was a hot pocket down there that was smoldering, we would have had it would have been breaking through, and we would have seen smolder. There was none all day or none that night, and at 1 o'clock.
Well, that's what Blue said, to call the fire department and see if he might have used some accelerant on it.
Yeah.
I also told you to gather up some of the ashes from the trees that you didn't want to burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Man wants to play with fire. He's playing with the witch. Maybe his house is liable to burn down. You need to do that reversal spell I told you about.
Yeah, I've got some things up my sleeve. He just doesn't even realize. Like, he's really messing with some shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel so bad. I mean, not bad. Not no more it doesn't. But at first it did. I wasn't even going to make him move his propane tanks. But all this shit he keeps doing is like, why do you keep egging me on? Like, what do you do?
He's just a bitter person.
And he just wants
all of your property. He has been using your full property the entire time.
Yeah.
And now you're taking it away from him. He's laid claim to it.
And he's mad.
He didn't lay claim to it with money.
No. And the sad thing is, he could have bought it. The people that own both properties, when they were selling this one, they even offered a payment plan to him. They even offered to help so that he can, because he told them he could not afford it. They said, well, listen, we will work with you. He did not want the property.
No, because he wanted it for free, and he thought, the minute that they leave, I'm taking it.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He used to dump his clippings. His lawn clippings are all over here. We got a huge pile of dry lawn clippings that kept being dropped over there. There's a path down here that walks to the creek, but it's on my land, and he wanted me to keep it open down there so that he can come, keep it open, this area open so he can come. Well, before I even got here, I had said, no, I'm not okay with that, No. I said, I'm not okay with that.
He's an old creep. Hell no.
I mean, come on. I'm not going to let you and your big-ass dog on my property. I've got 2 small dogs myself. I don't know you. No, no. So I was like,
You
no.
can tell him, sure, walk your dog down there. But
Yeah.
I surprised you with bear traps.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just got some weird fucking balls, man. I don't know. I just don't know. It's hard to figure out this one.
You definitely need to find out what the laws are concerning your property and because I know there are some places that people can come onto your property even if you have posted no trespassing signs, and if they get hurt, there may be a level of liability in some cases.
No,
we're
I don't
too
think
happy
that.
society.
Yeah, I don't think that, because when the cop, that was his sole purpose of calling me today, was to tell me to put those signs up there.
Oh, okay.
That if he was to step over that sign, if he was to step over that line of that property where those things are and those signs are there, that's it. Yeah. And plus, I'm getting a gun, and I'm going through the police department. I'm going down here to the gun place, and I'm gonna get my license for Washington, and I'm gonna have a gun that's gonna be registered to the police department. And if he does come on my property, I will blow his kneecaps. I will, without a problem. But I won't shoot him anywhere else, because I can't live with myself if that was the case. But I will take.
Don't you know? We all know we're toy when shooting. Right in the candle. Right in the candle.
He would shoot him in that black candle.
Let me tell you all something else about shooting somebody. In the state of Texas, we're very much into our guns and all that stuff. Cop told us that you aim to shoot if they're trying to break in your door. You shoot through the door and you take them out.
Yeah.
When you open the door, you drag them inside your house,
Exactly.
and then you call the cops.
Yeah.
And the cops, and then you're not a problem. But if you maim them, they have the right to sue you. So
yes, don't put his kneecaps
you have
out.
to shoot to kill, or you don't shoot at all.
Really?
Yes.
So dumb, though. If they're trying to break in my house, I should have the right to put a bullet in their ass cheek.
No.
The hell with the ass cheek. Just shoot him, because
you shoot
if
to
he-
kill,
coming
and
into
then
my
you
home,
drag
I'm going to
them
shoot him wherever the fuck the bull
and
lands.
then you call them.
it's clear this guy is now stalking you, Mystic.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
doing something.
And if he's doing this kind of crazy stuff, he's dangerous. And who's to say he's not going to try to burn your house down as soon as it comes?
Well,
Like I said,
listen,
you need to
that's
do
why
that
I'm
spell I
doing
did and send it back to him 3 times 3 and watch him move away when his house burns down.
yeah, no, yeah, exactly that too. But I just ordered the cameras. They should be here in a couple more days. I think there was a 3-day delay, and so it was going to take 5 days. I've got a camera system that's going to be going up on that house when it's put in next week. I'm gonna register and get my gun here out in Washington, and then I'm gonna lay some serious protection. In fact, I already did something down here today before I put this trailer down. It right at the end, right there. So and you know, I just don't know. I don't know what to think with this guy. I just don't get him. But
you know, the guy that came in the little golf cart, apparently he knows the man. Maybe you might mention to him that maybe he needs to call family or something and have him evaluated. Certainly, if he's acting this crazy.
Children. He has no family, no children, nobody. It's just him and his dog. Yeah, the lady.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
His wife died. Something happened with his wife, and I believe she passed away.
He killed her.
Yeah, it came out here. Well, you know, I checked the Megan's thing to see if he was a pedophile, because, you know, I just didn't know, but he wasn't. He's not listed, at least in this area. But I guess.
Hey, give me his first and try to find his last name.
Yeah.
And I can have him skip trace and all that kind of crap too.
Oh, because they told me his first name. Well, the cop told me
I'll
both.
say it online here because this is going to be on YouTube, but send it to her.
Yeah, but I probably can get it again because the cop gave it to me, so he knew exactly who the guy was too. How odd is that, you guys? He knew. He gave me his age, his first and last name.
Because he's probably a neighborhood nuisance.
Something has had to happen. Because they had none of my information. He had to get my driver's license. He had to get my name, everything, my last name, but he knew all about that guy. And I didn't know. I didn't know his first name for sure. I definitely didn't know his last name. I didn't know his age.
Do you remember that Richard Pryor movie where he everywhere he moved, he ended up living next to Randy Quaid because he was the worst neighbor ever.
Well, what was the name of that?
Apparently, Randy Quaid lives next door to her.
I would like having him as a neighbor.
I just know that and every time he was going to buy the house, he goes, "Oh, this is a beautiful staircase. Oh, yes, but we're going to take that with us." When they came, everything went with them. They left him with a shell of a house and the bad neighbor, Randy Quaid, that he thought he was moving across country to get away from, and he moved right next door to his cousin or his twin brother or some shit. And so he's still living next to Randy Quaid.
That's not the Burbs. That's
the Burbs was
Neighbors.
Neighbors. Now I think it was the guy, the black guy and the white guy. Was the neighbor?
Yeah, it was Richard Pryor.
Yes.
And
Okay, I know. Yeah.
it was Richard Pryor and Randy Quaid was the bad neighbor. Is all I can remember.
I think I do remember that one.
I'm gonna have to look it up to know the name for it. No, it's not Neighbors because that was Dan Aykroyd.
That's right. That's right.
And he had someone drive his car, and it was Dana Carver. What was his name from Saturday Night Live?
Dana Carver.
Yes, and he was this perfect person to just drive his sports car across the country. But he had multiple personality disorders, so he was a different person when he was driving his red sports car.
Meanwhile, we lost Brandy and Gypsy.
Brandy, we lost to the kitchen. She's in there getting food. I hear her.
Ah.
Is that your daughter?
No. She's a friend of mine that's moved in with me temporarily while she's going through a divorce.
I remember that you were having somebody moved in.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another visitor online, Miss Carrie. She says Randy and
Carrie.
Eve. Yeah, she says Randy and Eve Quaid is in Canada running from the law. Really?
Yeah, because he was doing weird stuff. He was he destroyed a hotel room and he was writing bad checks or something like that. He's gotten weird.
Who was?
Randy Quaid.
Wow.
Oh, wow. See, he was a bad neighbor.
Yeah. Well, 77's not too old to be, is old enough. He should be hitting the grave real soon. Come on. I don't know, but he's pretty healthy, I gotta say, he doesn't walk around with a cane. He doesn't, he's...
Well, that changes really soon, let me tell you, because my grandparents, they were the pinnacle of health one minute, and then they were both passed away the next. So that changes in one turn of the clock.
Well, I heard he had a bad ticker from the neighbor up here who told me that he had a bad heart. Well, wait.
Wait. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just bitter.
And you know what I thought too is if I start hanging stuff off my trees and stuff like that, and then I go put that over there like we talked about, then it's gonna be obvious who did it, and he can get me nailed for that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do some other stuff, but I'm definitely gonna put my stuff on I'm definitely gonna put my protection around here on my trees and stuff. But
you should paint pentacles on your house so he knows what he's messing with. Maybe that alone will make him leave you alone.
I'm gonna have something made in wood in a pentacle, and I'm gonna hang it on my door. Definitely doing that. I've always wanted to get one made anyway, so.
Okay, Miss Carrie said something about I believe it was a question you were trying to ask, Carrie. I'm sorry that we all have YouTube videos. Mine is under the name Blue Whisper, my personal channel, and we also have a, help me out here, Spin. What's that word I'm looking for?
Spin. What word?
The Planet Pathwings. What is that?
Planet Pathwings.
Collaboration.
Collaboration.
The collaboration channel is Planet Pathwings.
Right, and then Spin, Pixie, Okay, y'all gotta tell her your YouTube channels because
I'm
I'm
Spin
click
Pixie,
on 'em.
all one word. Spin Pixie, one word. SPINPIXY.
She's already subscribed to me under Magiabella Nightspells, and Reagan is muted, but there you
Oh,
go.
I'm here. Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of channels, but my pagan channel is Pagan Naturalists. And then I also have my Disruptive Girl and my vlog channel as well. But on my Pagan Naturalist, there's links for everything.
I love that chocolate cake video you did. Oh my god.
What
She's
is your
Mystic
channel,
Moon.
Mystic? What is the name of your channel?
Oh, and mine is just some holes on there. I don't do a lot of videos, but it's just under Mystic Moon. I'm gonna go back to making videos, but I haven't done anything exciting over there but haul videos.
Yeah, because she is going to be our new member for the collaboration channel Planet Pathlings.
That's
So
right.
for those
She's
of you
gonna
who
be
don't
doing.
know.
Yeah.
She's gonna be what? Tuesdays or something? I forget.
Friday,
Well,
I
we're
know
not
right?
I'm
sure,
Thursday.
yeah.
I can only remember my day.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. Things are going to be reworked in next season in the coming weeks. So, but Mystic will be taking over, and yeah. So
And-
yay!
Yeah,
And Miss Carrie and Evil Unicorn Kim, and anyone else who's watching, I just wanted to put out there that on our collaboration channel, the Planet Pathlings, this week we were doing altars. Last week was really interesting. So if you go to Planet Pathlings, give us a like and subscribe and check out some of these videos. They're really very informative.
Yeah, it's a very good channel. I'm really impressed with it. I'm very impressed with it.
Well, thank you, Mystic.
Yeah, I loved all your videos. They were very good.
Miss Carrie, would you like an invitation to join our chat?
We're just
I
a
think
bunch of
there's a little bit of a delay.
We're just a bunch of crazies over here.
We're just a bunch of crazy witches.
Pretty much.
What was that?
What was
Somebody's
that?
beating their drums. The
That was
natives are getting
me
restless.
typing. That was me typing an invitation.
Oh, okay. It sounds
That was
weird when
too
I'm
close
hearing
to
it.
my.
That poor keyboard! Oh my gosh, what do you do to it? It's like, no!
Oh
Don't
no,
hit the
I
keys
wasn't
so
doing
hard.
anything. I was hitting it with my fake nails. There you go.
Hey, remember how I said I thought I was going to be butted up towards his window, like going in and out of my RV? I was so lucky. Actually, my back of the trailer goes up to it, so now I don't even have to see him. I walk out and I walk into my island, basically, and obviously that was a good thing. I don't have to.
Well,
I don't know.
hopefully your chemical toilet butts up against his property.
It does. And today when they moved it, boy, let me tell you, they shake something that was in there around. And that was pretty awful. It was pretty awful. I gotta have the septic guys come out and drain that because whoever used to have this did not drain it before. Because I guess when you move them, they burp. Is the term.
Oh boy, they burp.
They burp, and I'm telling you, it was the whole goddamn vicinity could smell that.
Wow.
It was bad, and I don't go that in here. So I was like, wow, you guys, that's pretty bad.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's gone now. A can of Lysol and a can of Febreze.
That damn Febreze, there you go. Whenever you got a fart,
love that stuff. Love that stuff. I'm gonna go turn my generator on. I'll be right back. Freezing.
Okay. Poor Mystic, she's freezing out there too. On top of that, with a crazy person.
Well, that old man, as old as he is, he needs to watch out because I mean he's only a couple heartbeats away from vegetable.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
Potato, plant him in the ground.
I would be doing all kinds of things.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't want it to be around me.
The hell with his kneecaps. I'm aiming higher. Well, a lot higher than what Toy would. Okay, Toy would
No, I would no.
Oh, my black dick candle.
Now, come on, Toy. We know you're going to take the pop shot at that first.
No, I would. I would just take him out. He would have pissed me done and blown
And then
off.
she would
He
do
would have been
something.
gone. No, he just would have been gone.
Yeah.
I think
I
I would
feel-
have done something with some heart of an animal and
Hey,
been
they
done.
sell chicken hearts in little tubs at the
Yeah,
grocery
right.
store.
We sure do.
That's right. You can also get hold of his liver. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he's got a gizzard, but he is an old geezer, so that's kind of close.
Well, I was gonna do the cow tongue, but you know, and this is the way I am. I'm not very into doing revenge things and doing that. I'd rather take the whole route of trying to work it out first, and because he's continuing these kind of shit, now I've got to like handle it. But I'm not, and I'm not saying anything against anybody that does because it's to each his own. But I rather like either I'll walk away from a situation, and if they keep coming at me crazy, then I gotta handle it. But I rather.
That's the thing is that through my years of where I've been and where I've lived, I already knew from the very minute you started talking about the things he's done, he was only going to escalate.
Yeah, I know.
You don't-
Yeah, he's a bully.
Yeah,
Whenever you come
you're-
across a bully, the only
Yeah.
way to do it is to, as Reagan says, kill it with fire.
Exactly. You have to stand your ground because he saw you as a helpless female that he was going to continue to run over.
Yeah.
And he thought that
If you want to be nice, send his ass to a nursing home.
Yeah.
Screw with his mind. Give him Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
That way he'll be taken care of and he won't bother
his
nobody.
mind is already screwed. He probably already has Alzheimer's, and he thinks that property is his.
He's got some issues, but I like the whole house gone. I don't want another neighbor.
Well, yeah.
Oh, she just threw that out to the universe.
Yeah, she did.
I don't want another neighbor. I want to be alone, and I'd buy that land right there too. So if it comes up for sale, it's mine.
It'd be a lot cheaper if the house was burnt down, though.
Yep, exactly.
And since he likes to play with fire, just like Reagan said,
Yeah.
you play with fire, you're going to get burned.
Yep. God, man, I wish I would have caught him, man. I wish to God I could have caught him doing this shit. This is 2 fires he started now. 2. The one down here and the one up there now. That's 2 fires he did.
And you wonder why the police know all about him.
Yeah. Yeah, and how weird is it for a cop to call you back to tell you to do something after I hadn't talked to him since last week? How weird is that?
He must have been thinking about. He must have been thinking about you and like the crap that this guy's doing. He must know this guy has a history. It's obvious.
Something just isn't right. The cop's not telling me, but something isn't right. Because not only did he know the name, knew all that, but for him to call me out of the blue and tell me, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, you might want to put some signs up down on your property there. Like, I hadn't talked to him since that day when I made the report. So yeah, I thought that I appreciated him calling though. I told him thanks for calling me and stuff, and I told him what has been going on since, and it's like yeah, you just
he may happen to know him because he's calling and complaining on you every 5 minutes, and to make an official complaint on you, he still has to give all his information.
Yeah, maybe that's it. He called the fire department.
Real quick, we have a request. If everybody can, or if you cannot, I can do it for you. She would like the links put into the bottom of this video, or no, I can't put it in comments yet, can I? No.
Not yet. Not until after
okay,
the.
I could put it in the chat. I guess I can put some of the links right here in the chat, and then they can be moved down to the comment section. I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't do the bottom until we're not live anymore, and it goes.
Okay. It's going to be really slow, Carrie. I'm sorry, but I have to open up other links in order to get the links. And
I'll send you my links, Blue.
Okay.
I'll send you the link, and I'll send you the links for Planet Path links too.
Thank you. I'm trying to get my link and whoever else.
Also, Miss Carrie, from my video list, I have. Oh, never mind. I shut down my history. Never mind, can't do that anymore. Sorry. I was gonna say you could open up one of my videos that if
why are you hiding, Reagan?
and go straight there, but It didn't work that way.
That's okay. I got this. I got this.
Yeah, I just shut down my Facebook. Forgot.
Just bear with me,
Go
Carrie.
ahead,
I'll
Reagan,
get it
it's
for
all
you.
yours.
Apparently,
Shut up!
apparently I bother some people that they have to watch my every move.
You do what now?
You do what now?
I have a stalker of my own, and she likes to come onto my channel and then private message people. So, you know, I had to shut down my history and stuff.
I put all my
Okay,
links in the
okay.
Hangout thing, Blue.
All right. Well, it's not letting me put any links in the YouTube chat.
Okay, we've got feedback.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay, who's got their Facebook open in the background and not muted? I mean,
YouTube.
Yeah, I muted you, Mystic. You can unmute, but I'm just trying to find out where the feedback is. I think it's with you, Mystic. And I put a thing on here. You can go over if you're on a PC, you can hover over anybody's name that's in the list in the chat that's commented and subscribe to the channels from there. And on, I believe on my Disruptive Girl channel, on my latest video, I'll double check, in the description, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the description, there's a link for Planet Pathlings, I think. I'll double check. Because
Hey, Reagan, I'm on nothing but my Facebook and the Google.
Yeah,
So
okay, you gotta mute your. Oh no, it's not Facebook.
No, I don't know why it's looping back. It does it randomly sometimes, and it's not necessarily you specific. It's just something that's running through. It's a thing with Google Hangouts. It doesn't have to be anybody specific. It'll just kind of cycle through each one of us and do that.
Okay, well, whenever you have to mute me, just mute me. Yeah, because I don't have anything but Facebook and then just the window for the chat.
Okay, yes.
And you can just unmute yourself or mute yourself just by hovering your cursor at the top of the Google Hangout screen.
Yeah.
You see it up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you need to mute or unmute.
Yeah, I learned that one last time.
We've all learned it. We're learning all kinds of lovely Mercury retrograde lessons.
Boy, that's a mess with me this month. I'll tell you, I felt it. For sure. I liked it.
My non-magical assistant manager got hit very hard with Mercury retrograde. He's been listening to me and my other employee a lot, and he finally came to me yesterday. He goes, "I've been hit hard this time with this stuff. Could you please make it all go away? When is this over?"
Couple more days.
Oh, not till the 20th, babe. Not till the 20th.
I thought it was the 9th.
No, that we go back through it again till the 20th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's the 24th. I thought it was the 24th, Shadow and all.
I have to go back to look exactly, but yeah. The closer you get towards the 20th, the better it's going to be, because then it's moved out of it. But no, we're in post-shadow going to be after the 9th. So post-shadow just means you got to run through it one more time.
I'm over it already. I'm ready to, like, move on out of it. Boy.
Yeah, well, it comes in threes, babe. Comes in threes.
Yeah, and you know what? It's crazy. I've had, like, the stupidest stuff happen. Like, yeah, I mean, like, oh, my God. Just some really bizarre shit happening around here that just doesn't happen to normal folks.
What was that?
That was me running from you. I'm just sneezing.
You're not a normal person, Mystic.
Nope.
That's not every sense of the word. You're a witch, and you need to tap into the dark side.
Yeah.
Into the dark side. No, actually, you need to go from witch to bitch, then back to witch.
Well, he's definitely pushed me. You know, there's only a couple people I've ever had to really handle some shit, and that was my ex and one other person. But I normally just like, you know what? I really am more like, I don't have people do bad things like this to me. I'm not used to this, honestly. Ex-husband, the only one I've ever had to deal with on a level of pure hatred. Only person.
Well, okay, then when you look at this old man next door, think to yourself, all right, you damn bastard, you're an amateur. I'm an expert at this bullshit. You can't do this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna let him get over on me and kiss my ass. He's crazy. That's why I went and had a freaking person come out and do my land the next 2 days later. I wasn't gonna play his game. I knew what he was up to and stuff. I'm not gonna let anybody walk on me, but I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna just sit back and see what kind of shit you're gonna do. And obviously, he just wanted to keep doing it, and being stupid.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you're doing this. The smartest thing you can is you're taking the proper channels to handle everything. You know, so as long as you're taking the proper steps, then you've got that on your side and to back you up regardless, and you're within your legal right to do what you have to do. I mean, that's the most important part, because, trust me, I've had to deal with some serious crap out of people before, and my first instinct is to just want to, beat first and ask questions later.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too.
It's just having the patience and pushing, just continuing to push forward and taking those proper steps, because then, when you show him, hey, look, I'm not somebody that's emotionally driven, I'm not somebody that is going to half-ass this, I mean business. Look, I've contacted the right people, taking the right steps. You can be an undermining, dickbag all you want to be, but this is what's going to happen, and I'm just going to bulldoze on through you whether you like it or not.
Exactly. That's my attitude, and that's exactly how I am. I'd rather have all the proper channels laid out for me. This way, if they come back and it tries to get me, oh, no way, I've made this call, I've done this, I've got times that I've called, I've got this. I've even written down, made a diary of all the shit he's been doing.
Good.
Well, and that's what you have to do, and that's very commendable that you're actually doing it the right way and not, letting him do with all this crap and not letting the emotional aspect of it take over, because that's the hardest part in anything that you deal with is, separating emotions from simple fact, and this is what I can do that's the right thing to do to just work through this.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
that came with age. I wasn't always like that. There was times I was ready to do things. I had friends ask me, oh, will you do this and do that? And you're like, well, hell with that. Yeah, if they're doing, and boyfriends. I've had a girlfriend that had a boyfriend who was a nightmare, and I had to handle that for her. But when you become older, like, you learn, like, well, there's two sides to the story, and you find out that this person really was taking his money and doing all these other scandalous things to him while he went to sleep at night. So it's like, and I've learned some hard lessons with some things when it comes to being a witch and doing things to people and you don't really know the story. Even if it's your own story, I still don't. Myself personally aren't going to throw those kind of things out because I know how real they can be, and I know how they can affect people's lives. You know what I'm?
Well,
I'm going to make sure it's going to be to that.
My rule number one is that I bless them with their karma. If they have good karma, nothing will happen. It'll be nothing but good karma.
That's right.
But generally speaking, it's bad karma, and it gets done.
No, that's very true too. That's another way to look at it.
I was going to say, I don't have to know if I'm right or wrong, because I let that up to the universe. And the universe, that's part of every working I do. Let the universe handle it, because the universe knows things that I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you really think that there's some underlying reason why he's being such an ass?
I think you've already laid out why he's being an ass. Yeah, that's it.
I was going to say, no, I would let the universe, I would bless him with his karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's so true. Yeah. That's a good
Let
point.
him with his karma all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. God, and he's been
This
throwing
is
it
like
out.
I'm blessing this cupcake thing that they made. The 4-year-old in. This is the benefit of having a roommate. I stole her chocolate cupcake.
Yeah, I'd like to get Reagan over here as my roommate. Look at all that food she's been making.
Oh man, that lava cake, I gotta try making that. I've got some
Yep.
cocoa up in there. I bought some extra cocoa so I can make the homemade pudding.
Oh, it looks so good.
And then I'm gonna have frosting too, because I bought 2 things of frosting so I could frost this cake. Well, you know what? Why can't I put frosting on this kind of cake? I could, couldn't I?
I made apple cinnamon pancakes, pumpkin pancakes. I made eggnog pancakes. I put not syrup on it. I don't like the syrup, so I put peanut butter or strawberries or whatever.
Xavier. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, right now, ever since I saw that lava cake, I've been drooling.
Did you see that was so good? I've had it twice
Bread
now.
she posted last night.
Huh?
Reagan
The what?
posted monkey bread last night. That stuff looks good.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We got a couple cans of biscuits in the fridge. I think I'm gonna do that
Well,
soon.
if I go into a diabetic coma or emergency or something like that, we can always blame Reagan.
You quit watching Reagan's videos.
Huh?
You quit watching Reagan's videos.
I didn't
It looks so
film the
delicious.
I didn't film the beef stroganoff that I made last night, but oh man, did it turn out good! It was another crock pot recipe because I've been like living on Pinterest lately. I put my iPad. This is so bad. I put my iPad on my tripod and I've got it next to my bed, and
Oh,
I'm laying
gosh.
there chewing on snacks, browsing Pinterest, and somehow I've managed. Well, I'll tell you how. Because I'm cooking and I'm running back and forth from the shed to the house to the shed to the house all day long, I've lost like 10 pounds eating like this. I've been eating lava cake and chili and oh my god, I've been.
Wait, you know what? The pounds that you keep losing it in my direction. Stop it. I keep finding it. I am not your lost and found for weight.
It's so bad. I'm so sorry. I know. I
We
think
keep losing people.
Huh?
I said we keep losing people.
I know what happened.
Mystic sneezed, or maybe her poor RV fell over or something. Lord,
Don't
that's
say
sad.
that because it just might.
Oh my God, that looks horrible. I wouldn't be able to stay in there like that. I'd be out there with the tire jack. Oh, let's see.
I know. I couldn't handle being the house that I lived in. The kitchen, the floor slanted because it used to be a porch, and they did the add-on, and they didn't do it up to code.
Uh-oh.
So the whole kitchen floor slanted, and it drove me nuts. I spent 5 years with having to, anytime I baked or anything, like I would have to constantly re-level the stove.
Yeah.
Because the little legs on one side were screwed out as far as they would go, so I'd
So
have
your cakes were always like this?
everything. I would take cookies out and sit them on the table to cool, and they would be fatter on one side and thinner on the other because.
This house here is like that. Everything is really on level, and if you go towards the kitchen, the table, we had, the same thing with the legs, and then of course you ended up having to put little pieces of cardboard underneath there as well and everything. But it's like if I set like a marble on the table, it's going to roll. It's not going to sit there.
Yeah, we had like I want to say, I mean, it was quite a pitch. There was probably a good 4-inch difference in the depth of the room from like the back wall that was originally the back wall of the house to the back door, like that, and I mean it was really bad. I would go to walk in the kitchen and there's like this little slope down, and if I had socks on, because they had put wall tiles on the floor, this place was so janky. It was slick, so I would slide into the kitchen.
It had to be bad for her to use the term janky.
Yeah. If the back door had been open, I probably would have just like slid out in the yard. Like And to drink? Oh no! The kids would leave on the weekend, and I'd crack open a bottle of wine, or have or me and Scott would drink, like Jaeger bombs or something, or else, to have a few drinks. But the rule was to stay the heck out of the kitchen, because as soon as you walk in there, you're going to get sick.
Yeah.
You can be sober and get sick. Yeah, and it was the whole back of the house. So there was a back bedroom back there, and I had I rearranged things, and I ended up putting my bed in the back bedroom, and before it was kind of like our spare room. My mom was in it for a little while, and then it was just kind of like the crap room, and then I moved in there, and yeah, I catch myself rolling. You had choices, because the way the room was laid out, you either put your head down with your feet up, or you sleep, with the bed sideways, so that you're constantly rolling and trying not to roll on the floor. It was the weirdest experience. It's just so weird. Got to get up in the morning and just fall back in bed. Yeah, it was like being in a fun house, but after a while, it's just not fun anymore.
So now you know the reason why there are building codes?
Yes.
And
Did your
building
house look like the
inspectors?
Flanders house after The Simpsons revealed it?
It's so bad. At least here, I'm in a shed. It's level. It's nice and level. You spill something on the floor and it just stays right where you spilled it.
My house, it's level. I can say that for it. It's level. They did that. Of course, they did not finish any of the trim work in it that I have to do. They added on half the house as an add-on. So I am still slowly. I need to find a man who's a manly man that can do these things for me. Don't like doing this shit. I can do the painting. The painting's fine. I just don't like cutting, molding, and stuff. I don't like painting it, and I don't like cutting it.
I used to do a lot of that stuff, because a couple of places that I lived, I put up crown molding, and I've done like doorways. I need to do the doorway here. Of course, this whole room needs to be re-drywalled and properly insulated and like split. And I look at it every day, and I'm like, twitch.
Yeah.
Because I know how to do that stuff. So looking at it not done or done wrong, you're just like,
I know how to do it, but knowing how to do it and wanting to do it are two different things.
Well, and it's just like anything else. I could go to somebody else's place and just whip right through it and have it done, well within a deadline. But doing it for where I'm staying at personally.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plight of being married to a carpenter. Thank you very much. Another reason why I got rid of his ass.
Well, it's just like cleaning. I used to be a maid. After cleaning my own house, I'm like, no, this is a punishment.
Exactly.
The only reason why it's I mean the best part of maturity is wanting.
We have 5 viewers now.
Yay! Hello, viewers. Say hello. Aries is playing Pip now, isn't she?
Yeah, attacked over there.
She keeps knocking down my phone, and then now she's sitting on the headphones. So I kind of have to be slouched over because she won't move.
Oh
no! And if I try to get her, she's gonna bite me. Aries, you're in a very precarious position. Can I please get my headphones back from up under your butt? Guess not.
She don't want to move.
Help me!
Good cats go bad.
I ended up putting mine in the bathroom. I mean, that flea medicine, it's like the fleas that are on them are like having convulsions, and it's driving the cats nuts, and plus the fleas are just dropping off and dropping dead. And I'm like, I want to just contain it in there, easier cleanup, not getting it, in the carpet and everything. So, otherwise, Tippy right up here. Every Wednesday, without fail, all of a sudden you see a cat fly up.
Oh, Ra got a flea once, and I'll never forget the "My people need me." Every time a flea would bite him, he would go charging through the house, and then after he had bees on him, and leave just a path of destruction because he knocked everything.
I like how she said it. Ra got a flea once.
We live in the desert. We don't have.
Because they shared it, and he had to share it with Mal.
I like how she said that.
They passed it around. It was a big thing, and then we took care of the flea. But it was quite the experience.
Well, that's the one good thing about the ridiculous desert is that you don't get a lot of fleas. Like, these guys can go play outside and they won't come back with fleas.
Yeah. We had like the little mites in the sand here that the dogs get into sometimes, like their underbellies will get really red and irritated and stuff like that. But as far as the cats go, they're indoor cats. I don't have a problem. Batman
Mine are indoor cats only, and they don't go outside at all. But the problem is the other animals that would come in, and I think it was my husband's grandchildren would, bring their dog in with them. They came over and visited a couple of whiles, and he's like, "Oh, it couldn't have come from there." I'm like, "Yeah, it came from there, because they've got a lot of dogs. They're indoor, outdoor."
They can even come in on their clothes and stuff too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I think that's pretty much what happened. And he's like, "Well, only one time." I'm like, it's just like, having sex. It only takes one time to reproduce.
When you have crabs, one time, and the other person's infected too.
I like when she said that. I was talking about pregnancy. It only takes one time, and she's coming back with crabs.
Well, it's a human flea.
Oh, by the way,
crabs, the human flea.
Hey,
Magiabella, have you ever smelled mothballs?
Oh yes, that's what we used to put under the trailer in the middle of the country to keep the.
How did you get their tiny legs open?
That old lady, she goes, she told me that you have to put mothballs under the house, and that keeps the fleas, the roaches, the raccoons, the skunks, and the possums and the armadillos out from underneath the house. And I'm like, great.
Yeah, well, apparently the raccoons and the fleas and because I've done it, I've got mothballs all over the place. And apparently, I think the raccoons around here use the mothballs as crack or something.
Well, my grandmother, because the downfall about the mothballs is that everything smells like old people.
Yeah.
Your whole house starts smelling like old people when you do that. Because they're the ones that used to do the mothballs and everything because, you didn't have central air and heat, and the moths would eat up all your clothes.
Mothballs?
So mothballs stop that. So my grandmother though was she would go to the hardware store or the the feed store or whatever, and she'd get a big sack of yellow sulfur, and she would spread sulfur all around the perimeter of her house. Now sulfur magically to protect as well and to ward off and stuff, but nothing can walk across, or the bugs can't walk across the sulfur. It will kill them. But she also took that same sulfur and she would put it in her water, her bath water and stuff, and bathed in it because she was allergic to everything. And she was a redhead, an Irish redhead, and so she would even get grass touch her, and she would have sores all over her skin because she was allergic to grass, everything. And so she would bathe in that sulfur water also. So I guess my grandmother was a witch. I just didn't know it. But anyway, I would try sulfur instead of mothballs if that's not working for you, because my grandmother never had a problem. And in South Texas, we have lots of problems.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why the mothballs don't keep them away. It's just, there's so many of them. But what are you giggling about? What are you
guys not see?
I'm so scared. She's
Let's
still
see. We're gonna see her. Oh,
whiskers because of the table, so I just see whiskers. How cute!
apparently, she's been talking to Pip. She's like, okay, it's Wednesday, time for lap time and mash time.
Oh, she's so cute.
And
Okay.
Crispin's got the giggles. Aww.
Look at that
Look
face.
at that.
Oh,
She's gonna get pissed off at you here in a minute. And it's like, quit putting me on camera. Oh no, she's doing the I'm the star baby.
So, yeah, so I think I'm gonna start doing a. This is so bad. It's like 7:30. It's okay. I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start a new series. I'm gonna do dramatic readings of STD pamphlets.
Oh, that would be cool.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but you were talking about crabs.
Hey, anybody?
So you were inspired by the conversation we had last night. And no, it does not involve anyone having an actual STD.
No, just
Well, I
dramatic
hope not.
pamphlets. I don't have any STDs, but you know what? The reason why is because I'm educated about them. So.
Oh.
No, but that would be a cool idea. Go down to the health department and load up.
Oh, I'm just
We've
gonna go
got-
Do a
out.
haul. Do
No,
a
it's not-
Planned Parenthood haul.
There you
The
go.
CDC has a
We
whole
still have
list.
5 viewers
Yes.
out there, and I kind of wanted to. I did say hello to everybody, and I just wanted to. Is there any questions that anybody has, or anything that you'd like to see us talk about, like condoms?
STD.
Freaking Reagan.
Do you hate it?
Freaking Reagan.
Do you hate it? Should I let you go?
But yeah,
I
you
wonder
know,
if Mystic's coming back.
I used to be a safe sex advocate. I have education in the.
Well, I am a safe sex advocate too, but I don't want to talk about it. I advocate everybody having safe sex, but
Mhm.
we don't need to know the ugliness of STDs.
Well, my question is, why is it that, especially because, I mean, I just recently had this conversation, it just really thoroughly infuriates me when I think about this. Why is it if a woman has sex, if there's a single woman and she has sex with multiple partners, she's considered a slut or a whore,
Well,
and men, they pat each other on the back and nobody thinks badly about them.
Well, and here's where a lot of your problems come as far as the spread of a lot of these diseases and stuff is because of the fact that women aren't supposed to do that. We're supposed to abstain. So therefore, a lot of women don't have the knowledge to protect themselves because they were just, oh, you're not supposed to talk about that or you're not supposed to do that, you know. And
Welcome to Sociology 101.
yeah.
Actually, my mother used
I
to
do
tell
what the
me,
fuck I
don't
want.
have sex till you get married. Don't have sex till you get married. And, you know,
I'd
of
say
course,
don't have
I
sex
didn't listen.
Divorce.
But
Do you
then I realized,
without test driving it?
that's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, you know what? No, I believe in sex before marriage, because if a man can go around and test who he wants, why can't, I don't want, you know, I think it would be really, really sad for somebody to wait until their wedding night to find out that their husband is
Terrible in bed, yes.
or tiny. I'm sorry. A lot of people said it's not the size, it's the motion. No, size has a lot to do with it.
Too rough or too gentle or has too many hang-ups or there's some kind of issue or you're just not compatible. I mean, there can be a lot to that. You can, you know,
Exactly.
Oh, you mean like this?
Wait a minute, I gotta click on you to see.
Zero in on that?
How'd you get that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Do we really? Yeah, I want to know. How'd you get that?
Okay. Do you need some dramatic readings?
I want gory details. Wait a minute. We can probably wait till the chat's over and then you'll tell us all the gory.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know, what does he look
You have
like?
an accident with your black dick candle.
Don't beat him over the head with that.
This is not appropriate for you, honey. Keep your eyes averted.
Did he fight back?
What was the safety word? What was your safety word?
Close your ears.
Somebody get back the safe word.
The bitch doesn't.
Cacao. Cacao.
It's biting me.
Oh God.
Yes, I'm talking about my arm.
Yeah, and I posed the question if there's anything that we should be talking about. And Mystic says normal stuff. What the hell is that, Mystic? Normal stuff. Oh my God. Normal stuff. There's nothing
What
normal
about
about
Mystic
us.
saying what normal? What's
Brandy,
normal?
Remember I asked the question if there's anything that they want to hear us talk about, and Mystic said normal stuff.
This is my norm.
This is normal stuff. What's not normal about it?
This is normal. Completely normal.
This is normal.
Of course, yes.
Did we scare Mystic away?
Yes, no, I don't think so. I think she's having...
Just that it's on a delay when she types it, when it pops up here. There's a little bit of delay.
Yeah. There she is.
Oh, she had to come in and join in on this call.
She's got to weigh in on this sex. Is it the size or the motion, Mystic?
You trying to kill her? Don't kill her. Don't
I'm
die.
sorry. I'm trying to get that image of the old man.
Oh my God. I cannot watch you at
It's not.
the same time.
It's not necessarily either. It's sometimes it's the technique.
Deadly.
Never knock the technique.
You know, there's a lot to it. There's a lot at play there, and yes, it's just like it's like the productivity triangle. You know, what is it? Quality, time, and cost, right?
Basic Karma Sutra says there are 3 sizes of men, there are 3 sizes of women. They do animal descriptions, and it tells you which are compatible. So you need to check that out. Or do I need to do a video?
Do a dramatic.
I'll guarantee you'll get views.
Dramatic readings. Dramatic readings. Yes. I have a channel for that too, by the way. Another one I started. It's a turn for the worse.
So this chat will be on that channel because it sure has taken a turn for the worse.
Hey, you know, we're just talking about sex, so what? I mean, you know, it's better than talking about, you know, I've got IBS now and I have to run to the bathroom. It was green today, you know.
Back
early this month, you know. No, I'm talking about STDs. That's way better.
Today.
The views on this chat, the views expressed on this chat are not necessarily our own views. But they're not necessarily our own views.
I may or may not be possessed. Just saying. It's the Prozac.
Are we really here, or do we think we're just really here?
Or
are we just a product of...
I don't know. I don't think we're all here. I'm going down quick, people.
We're holograms. Holograms.
I'm on.
You would think that we were all drunk or something, but no. Most of us are very sober.
Game. I've only got water. That asphalt gave me a headache the next morning. I can't do that.
Sober.
So here we are talking about sex, and here comes Mystic thinking about the old man next door.
Oh, come on!
Not 2 things you want to put together.
Now that's a way to soften him up.
I have a feeling he's probably already soft.
Hardening him up. I don't know, whichever.
That's why I'm making it hard for him.
No, so gross. That is like the most disgusting looking man I've ever seen.
But it's not about what you think of him, it's about what he thinks of you.
That's very true.
Well, just think about it, because, you know, in like...
Maybe he's just like the kindergarten kid that comes up and stalks you because he likes you.
He
Exactly.
kicks you on the playground.
No,
knocks
I
you on
don't
the
think
head,
he
and runs
likes
away.
me. I think it's a property issue, and I think it has everything to do with that. I don't think he's taking pictures of me per se for me. I think he's just trying to get me in
Nah.
trouble.
No, it
He's
sounds
a
like
I think he
pervert.
likes
Yeah.
you.
You know,
was
he's
taking pictures
on
of
the
you
playground.
fighting a fire. He was taking pictures of you fighting a fire. And then he has started 2 fires that you are highly suspective of. And so
Highly.
he's going to say she was doing these fires. That's what caused it. So
Well, but
yes.
I am. I'm allowed to. The fireman already came out.
No. What I'm telling you is when he
Trying to
starts
cause
a fire
the
that gets out of control, he's
Like-
going to say, she was doing fires. This is why, look, I took pictures of her doing this. She's unsafe.
She's
Yeah.
a
But to blame it on you. He's setting it up.
But Megabella, isn't it weird that he started that fire? Okay, he had to have. Even the guy definitely says that's weird. Well, why didn't he call the fire department on me after he lit it? I mean, it was freaking high, illegally high. It's not allowed
Because he doesn't want it to be stopped. He wanted it to take out your property.
And I was asleep too. That was sad, man. It was a good day to start smelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had dozed off, but I never sleep during the day.
What is that light behind you?
An alien.
I'm looking at the curtain behind you, Mystic. What's the light behind you?
Oh, she's got a candle or a light thing over there.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of them.
Cute.
Yes.
I saw it over your shoulder. I couldn't tell what it was.
Oh, you freaked me out. I thought the fucker was behind me.
Actually, I see our reflection.
He's a creeper. He's a creeper. I wouldn't doubt he'll be back here one night. I don't doubt it. Everything else is shut up. All the windows are shut up and drakes are closed.
Yeah. Oh. I know. Talking to you late at night is like watching a horror movie. It's so scary. I'm like, oh, there's going to be a face in the window, or she's going to go outside and not come back. I can't take this. This is stressful.
Well, now that
When
you
she
throw
goes to
him
turn off her
into
generator, we make Jason noises at her.
I call her. I make a big go with me when I turn off my generator some nights because I'm afraid to go out there. Freaking no lights, no nothing. It's pitch black. Oh. Shut up. That was horrible. And you know what's weird?
I know. Quit making. And these
He
are
always
supposed
had
to be
his
your
light on. Now
friends.
he doesn't turn it on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said these are supposed to be your friends too.
Yeah,
What the
I
hell
know.
is this?
The joke is the fact that she's going to be the one doing the murdering.
Very true. Very true. And
You're
very.
going to hear a thump, and it's going to be her dragging this old man across the yard.
It's gonna be
Fucking nightmare. But you know what's funny is that he used to leave on this little light, the only light that had any light around here. He used to leave his one pole light on, and a lot of times he's not putting on. Last night he didn't have it on, and I caught him outside. So he's giving himself away. If I don't see that pole light on, I know that he's up to no good.
Why don't you get a floodlight? Why don't you get one big
I've
floodlight?
got a
Because
better
they're
idea.
all battery, and we don't get enough
better
sunlight.
idea. Get you a little kerosene light and then a shovel and go out in your backyard at 2 o'clock in the morning and start digging a hole. And when he sees you, just smile at him sweetly as you dig a
And
hole.
work on your cackle. Work on that
shit.
cackle like I told you.
You know what? If he's creeping around the dark, there's nothing to say that you ain't creeping around in the dark, and I would be there with a shotgun, and I'd be on.
There's something I read
And they wouldn't even
recently
stay
about
around.
a witch had once said years ago. There was a witch that said somebody asked her about her going into the woods to do ritual. Aren't you afraid of things that are scary in the woods? And she said, baby, I am the scary thing in the woods.
Yes, ma'am.
I posted that on my Magiabella Nightspells
That was you.
Facebook page.
That was you. Okay, that's what I saw.
Yeah, that's good.
And then somebody came back and told me, well, I'm a light witch, and I don't believe that, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Well, then
I'm
you
a
can be
witch,
scared in the
and
woods.
I'm not afraid of anything in the woods, and
Okay.
if I walk in my faith and I believe in my abilities, I'm not afraid of anything in the damn woods.
Yep.
It's like the other saying that you see on Facebook all the time. It's like, when I'm thrown to the wolves, people forget. The wolves come when I call.
Exactly.
It's like, wait a minute, if you're a witch, being close to nature and really, I'm more afraid if I'm walking in a big city, in the middle of the night. I'd rather be out in the woods.
There's another one too. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Good one.
And there were several of them, yeah. And yeah, there's a bunch of them. But
Being
that's what a
afraid of
witch
the dark,
does, adapt.
I'm
when
not
you're
afraid of the dark, but getting used to being out here and from being in the city, it's been an adjustment. All of it's been an adjustment.
No.
All
I
of
never
it's
said
out of
you
my
were afraid of the dark. I'm saying that when people say they're afraid of the dark, they haven't really gotten. And witches, that are in perfect balance, we embrace
I'm not
dark.
in perfect balance
And
right
I don't mean dark as an outside dark at night. I'm talking dark.
Oh.
No, but Mystic,
As opposed to a light witch.
you actually have a creeper out there in the dark.
Yeah.
So there's a reason.
I don't know what he's capable of, but that's not even the whole thing. Is that in here, and I was telling Spin, and I believe maybe Blue or Reagan the other day, is I'm totally not centered. I'm not grounded. I don't feel I love being outside. I'm out there all damn day just doing stuff. I'm finding anything to do. I spend all day outside. But all my things, and I know it's not about all your possessions, but in fact, I watched one of the other witchy gals is moving right now, and she said on her video yesterday she doesn't have her stuff, and it's almost like you're lost, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Damiana's moving.
Yeah, Damiana. Yeah.
It's packed up, and it's there, but it's just not. You don't feel that I get. I don't know. I don't have an altar up. I don't have anything. I feel out of whack.
There is a comfort when I come into my house because my whole house is really one giant altar and circle for myself.
Yeah.
It's a sanctuary.
Yeah.
And when I have to pack it up and box it up and everything, it disorients you until you get on your footing again. So
especially when you're in a
it's not that you need a single thing that's in that boxes, but it's about what gives you comfort and stuff as well.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, it's rough because and everything that goes into a box is the very thing you need at that moment.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. And like to pull out to make even my witches balls or to do anything, I'd have to go find and where they're all at. And I mean, right now everything's in boxes, everything's in outside in bins, and it's like it's not doable until I get situated, and that's just a week away. But even knowing I love it here, and I would not leave for nothing.
Right.
But I don't feel at peace yet. I don't feel grounded. I even was out with my hands in the dirt the other night, and I loved it. I was just there in my place. But the minute I got up and came back in here, it was freaking ugly. I just felt I can't sleep well. I don't have no peace here yet. I don't meditate. I don't even want to read a book, and I have books around me. I just don't feel any right now. I just feel really weird and out of my element, and I don't know how to explain it.
You're just not settled yet.
You're vulnerable right now because you don't have any of your safety yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That too.
And that's why, and that's what sucks about moving and getting into a new place, and especially for you having it take so long. It just you're separated from your things. It's all boxed up. You feel like your magic is boxed up.
Yeah, I just don't feel like I have the even desire to do anything at this moment.
Well, and it's got its good points and its bad points. I mean, just like with me having to leave my house. I mean, I had been there for like 5 years. I was well settled into that place, and it's just up and within like 30 days, it was decided that I was moving, and I was not happy about it. But I didn't have a choice, so I was uprooted really quickly, and things were just so fast. I could have stayed, but I was kind of done with the place anyway-ish because the slanted floor and downtown and people and hookers in the alley and pooping in my backyard. And anyway, but bottom line is I packed everything up. I threw everything in the shed. I moved into a shed. So now I went from having a 4-bedroom house to run amok in to being delegated to basically one room. My whole life is in one room. And
But it's cute.
and it was such shock, and at first it was horrifying, and I had such a hard time trying to wrap my head around it, trying to get my energy right, trying to decide what I was going to... I mean, I didn't set up any kind of altar, I didn't do any kind of magic or anything when I first moved. I was just like, what the hell, you know?
That's exactly how I feel.
But at the same time, once I was able to get over that hurdle, I'm doing better now than I was when I was in my house, because I don't need all that shit. I don't, you know, and coming to the realization that I don't need all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have my craft room anymore. I don't have my altar spaces everywhere. I don't, you know, and having to just step back and go, okay, regroup, starting fresh, you know, and having to build it back up. And I'm going to have to do it again, because this is only temporary, and I'll be moving again and having to do it all, you know. So it's hard, and it's a very rough experience, especially when you do have turmoil in the process. But it is a learning experience. It's something you can really get a lot of growth out of ultimately.
Oh yeah, you know, there is good things that are coming from all this. I mean, you know, it's not all bad, but one thing you said is like, I know I don't need all these things, but it's still
It's
that doesn't
being
even...
ripped out of your comfort zone, not just stepping out of it, but just being ripped.
And
What
then
comfort
coming
zone?
into drama, you know, full-face drama and constant being freaking bothered by nonsense. I mean, this is really nonsense to me. This is shit
It
that I
is
would,
nonsense.
you know,
But
not
it can be
expect.
dangerous nonsense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
that's
a...
why he's got issues, and that's a definite, and everybody knows, and my kids know if I don't answer that, you know, if I don't answer by the third call from them, they know something's up, you know, and so you know, I got everything covered. I feel like that, but you know, you just I'm really not even worried about him, man. I just can't. Well, I do worry about him to some degree, but I just can't wait to like have my space again, and just get back grounded again, and be able to like have my space and have my things out. And I know it's not, you know, those things are material things and they can come and go, but just like my goddess statue, I mean, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. I just want
Well,
all
it's the same reason why we have ancestor altars this time of year. We all have mementos from our family, our bloodlines, our everybody has something that gives them comfort. It's not stupid, it's not silly, and it's not necessarily unnecessary. Can you live without it? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
But will you be sad if you have to live without it? Yes, you will. I mean, if you lose it in a fire or you lose it in, you know, whatever, okay. But when you know it's in a box and you can get it, but you don't have a place to put it yet, it's a different thing. You want your stuff because you're trying to make your place your own.
Yeah.
And this new place has not become your own yet. That's all. And that's... Once it becomes your own, everything will be fine.
Yeah, and then I'll be back to me. But right now, I just don't feel me. But it's okay. I mean, because you know, it is what it is, and there's, you know, a week away, so got a lot to look forward to. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't wait.
Yes.
But at least you have that goal. I mean, you've got steps coming, and you know that you're going to be where you need to be.
Exactly.
As long as you know you're moving forward, then the right now is, you'll get through it. You know.
Yeah. And I do. I have a lot of peace about those things because I know all those things are coming together. And you know, Rome, like Spin's favorite thing to me is Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, it's funny because you know it's just true. I wish I could snap my fingers and it'd all be done. Boy, if I had that kind of power. But no. And so I have to wait and be patient, and it's coming, so.
Yeah, I tell her Rome wasn't built in a day, and she's building her Rome.
Yeah. She does. It's so cute. I love my Spin.
Go.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's just like me. I've got a long ways to go, and things are going so slow, and I get so impatient some days, and I'm just like, I just want I want everything to happen now, you know. But the faster it goes, the less I appreciate the steps along the way, because you know the struggle is half the fun, and then it's true, it really is. I mean, I get a lot out of having to have the patience and having to go, okay, I'm just gonna have to wait a little longer to stop, you know. And a lot's changed because I had got pretty bad as far as like the way I was handling money and the way I was doing a lot of things was just I'm getting better. I'm getting, you know, I mean, I went a full 30 days with zero income, zero cash, zero money whatsoever in my pocket or anywhere, with my bank account closed, and I just had to sit here for a whole month. My bills were paid, but I had to sit here for a whole month and twiddle my thumbs. And I felt as if I was possibly going to die for about the first week, and then I went, wait a minute, what the hell's wrong with you? You've got all this shit, you've got internet, you've got your kids, you've got everything you could possibly want or need right here.
Yeah.
Stocked, everything's here, you know, stop worrying. And the beginning was horrible, but I made it.
Is because you have to wrap your brain, you have to like tell yourself, you know, because we're so in this, used to being this one way and having this one certain thing, and when any kind of disturbance comes in and throws that off filter, you do your first instinct, you're like, what am I gonna do, you know? But
and when I finally got money, I didn't even spend it. I was just like, I'm just not gonna, you know.
Yeah, because you appreciated it more when you didn't have it. You're like, oh my God, now that you have it, you don't go spend it on stupid shit and be like, oh, well, you know, I got money coming next time, next month, whatever. Yeah, I used to be like that too, and I really watched my money. But you know what's funny is I was just thinking about this. You know, like I've been without water. I got water now, but it's not down here. It's, I have to pay $2,000 for them to come and bring it down here, which is funny. But
yeah,
electricity, and you know, to be really honest, like those things really haven't affected, you know, like, yeah, I would like to be able to take a nice hot shower and have water and these things, but I've actually been fine without those things. You know, I went and bought a generator, you know, I did what I needed to do so that I had some electricity.
It's not as hard as you think.
No.
You realize that, and when you break everything down into the individual little acts, all I have to do is make a phone call, and then I just have to set this, you know, and it's just a little, if you break everything down into the baby steps, you know, I mean, it's a real thing. It works that way. That's something that works. I know exactly what you mean, because and you can go without everything and
be fine.
And deal with it and be perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, it's all mind over matter. It really truly is.
Or just to say it's just one giant camping trip.
Yeah.
I mean,
it will end eventually.
But, you know, I'm not even going to hook up my water right now because they really want $2,000 to dig this trench, and I just can't. I'm just going to let my boys do it in December because that's just money that's ridiculous. I mean, a trench, $2,000 around my driveway, that just, to me, seems like way too much. The electricity, you know, yeah, I am looking forward to having electricity. I am. But that I'm going to do everything I got to do to make sure that gets plugged into the house. But my water, I'm just gonna wait because that's just, you know, ridiculous prices. But because it really hasn't been that bad without it. I mean, just gotta go out there and wash my dishes and pan of soapy water and bring them back in, and that's it. I mean, really, and they have a shower down here at the lake. There's a shower you can take there, so do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Just like you're on one extended camping trip. That's all.
Yeah.
And you have a lake. You could actually.
Yeah, but it's freezing.
I know.
I went and played by there the other day. I walked down there again to the. I have lakes on both sides of me, man. And today, I wanted to film this, man. I should have done it, but I wasn't thinking until I was already pretty much halfway through. I was coming down the lake, Lake Mason, down my road down here on the other side, and it's a long stretch. You got to go, I think, like 6 miles to get into town. Or, no, it was 9 miles, 6 or 9, to get into town where it's all lake and all the trees are turning fall colors. Both sides of the road. Oh, it was so freaking gorgeous. and all you can see is a beautiful lake right all along the way, and some houses, and it just was beautiful. Love that fall colors, man. How can you not be happy? How can you, like, even, you know, I don't regret it one bit being here. Even with all the nonsense, like, man, just been telling you I got gas in my eyes. The freaking thing spit back at me yesterday. I got gas in my mouth, my eyes. I mean, my eyes were burning on fire.
Oh God.
I mean, the stupidest shit happens to me. I just don't get it. But it's comical now. I'm like, what the hell, you know? But yeah, it literally like spits back up at me, and I'm just like, man, all this shit. I'm ready to like, and you know, at the moment, I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready to go back home to California where I have a house and I've got freaking heat and you know all this other stuff. But no, when I took that drive today to go to the post office, man, that's just so beautiful, so beautiful.
Yeah, and she actually gets fall.
Yeah. Yeah, California's still at 88. My son said today it was 88 out there.
Yep.
Vegas.
Not getting fall weather too much. Too soon.
We got teased. We got one good day of really good rain, and then one day of nice cold, wet with no rain, and then it was blistering ass hot all day and humid. I'm like, you know what? This is some crap. The weather is so screwy. I can't hardly, like, I'm sitting here and I can hardly keep my eyes open, so I keep turning my camera off because I'm like, okay. I just need
to get a better sleep pattern. That's what it is. I'm backwards too. I stay up till 2, 3 in the morning now, and it's.
I'm trying to fix it, and I'm sleeping like 4 and 4. I'll sleep 4 hours in the daytime and 4 hours at night. I can't seem to get it right, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna stay up long enough to where I can get good quality sleep, and then wake up at a decent time. And I don't care what I'm doing, I just pass out. Just, you know.
Why don't you try melatonin or like some kind of like thing like in the early evening, like around 8 or 9, you know, to where it's like a couple hours before you go to bed, just to get you into that like place where you can get some sleep and maybe be able to sleep through the night. At least 6 hours, they say, is good enough. 6 to 8.
Yeah. Well, my problem is still getting used to my Prozac.
Yeah.
So it's just waiting for it to. It's finding the right time to take it. But
yeah.
Sometimes when I take it, I'm wired, and I'm just like, I just want to go bounce off the walls. And other times I take it, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That sucks.
Sometimes when she takes it, she sounds like Blue when she first comes in the chat.
Yes. Like tonight, I actually took it at I'm taking it in the. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to the point where I'm taking it before bed, and before bed should be at like 11 o'clock at night, not 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm taking like 2 hours later each day to work myself to that point, and I took it at 4 o'clock.
So that's why you're sleeping like a normal person.
Yeah, I took it at 4. Well, actually, I've just been sleeping like 24 hours a day. I get up every like couple hours, go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, browse Pinterest, say hi on chat, and go back to sleep. That's been my life.
Oh, we know when you're about to wake up because you start lurking in the chat rooms. You don't say nothing for a long time, but you'll lurk.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm in bed. I don't have my glasses on. I've got one eye open. And like I said, I've got my iPad on the tripod next to the bed. So I'm like one eye open, and I'm trying to click the thing, and half of them I miss. But I can actually listen to all of them on my iPad. So I start listening, and then I'm like, huh, now I don't really know about that conversation. Okay, let's go back a little further. What about that? No? Oh, now I really got to dig. And that's why, because I'm trying to figure out how to get.
We talk nonsense.
We talk a lot of nonsense, exactly.
I know I do. I go in there and say some crazy crap. So I'm like trying to catch up.
Somebody's getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Yes, it's me.
So it's 8 o'clock. Do we want to stay live, people? I think we're like 3 hours now.
We are 3 hours.
What does the viewers say? Should we stay on longer, or
are we boring you, or are we still entertaining?
Crazy.
I can't see the comments, so.
I'm watching for them, but It's like Reagan's still talking right now on the YouTube part, so I'm waiting.
I love that hat spin. That is so freaking cute. And
Thank
Reagan.
you.
Oh my God! Did you see the ones they had at the dollar store, Reagan? I was so thinking about you. They had little skulls with little bows on them.
Oh, cute! I didn't see them. I haven't been to a dollar store in like weeks.
Oh my God!
Okay, how many of us have the YouTube opened up in the background besides me?
I don't have nothing.
I do.
Okay, so it's just me and Reagan. Okay, so we have 2 viewers. And Reagan's still talking on there, so apparently we haven't got to the part yet where I am asking.
No, it's after that. Because that's...
We can find some shit to talk about.
Okay, we're past the time now. We're caught up.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Well, then mine must be more delayed than
You're
yours.
late.
Well, no, I mean, we're past that part. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just doing the skulls thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some cute things at the Dollar Tree. I love that dollar store, whatever it is. I love that place, man. I got some. Oh my gosh, look at how cute this is. I think I might have already showed you guys. These are so cute, and they're only $1. These are all gonna go on the outside of my house. Aren't these cute for $1?
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
wait a minute. I gotta unshrink so I can see. I've been watching the chat
Hold
on
on, I'll
YouTube.
show you the other ones.
I'm watching it too, Blue.
And they were only $1. I mean, Jesus. If I can get it off the heart. Look, it's a little boot, and it says, welcome, my pretty.
Oh, that's cute.
There you go, yeah. And then this is another, sorry, Carly. Watch out, mamas. And then this one, and they're $1.
Those are adorable.
Aren't those cute?
Yeah, I have that one.
And then this one.
See, and that's the kind of stuff I buy, and I buy it right before Halloween, and then I put it up, and then I just leave it up after Halloween's over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am
it's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will eventually. You know this, right?
I still have interest in it.
We're getting there. We're moving right along, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, apparently
Yeah.
nobody said anything about whether they want us to continue or not, so I don't know.
Oh, you know, Magiabella, I forget who her name is, but anyways, they went to, New Orleans, no, Salem last year for that Halloween bash, and they showed video of it. It was really bad. Have you checked that out?
Oh yeah, you're talking about Lady Grave Dancer
Yeah.
and Sunshine Morning Ray and several other people.
Yeah, did you see how bad that was that night? Like
Bad?
20 people. I believe it was like 20 people with them included. And it cost them like $50 a person.
And nobody showed?
Nobody showed. It was bad. Real bad.
Well, in New Orleans, the hotels are already booked solid.
Oh, is that where you're going?
I'm going to New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to the Witches Ball in New Orleans.
Oh, awesome. I thought you were going to Salem. I don't know why.
No, I'm going to be Halloween night in New Orleans.
How awesome.
And there is not a hotel to be had inside.
Well, that's what happened last year. Nobody was in Salem because they were all down there in New Orleans.
Yeah, because, I don't know, it just seems like a more interesting place to be on that kind of a night. I don't know.
Are you going to take video for us? Are you going to do some clips?
I'm going to try. I'll bring my camera for sure.
Try. I would love to see it. That would be so much fun.
I haven't figured out how to carry a
You're going to have to
bag
get a Periscope.
My phone ain't gonna do Periscope. It'll crash and burn on me. I can barely do it's an iPhone, but it's too full. Is the problem. So I doubt it would do Periscope. But I'm gonna try to carry a bag that has my video camera in it and stuff, so that I can take pictures and stuff. I just haven't figured out how I'm gonna do that and enjoy myself at the same time. But I will find a way. I will figure it out.
Yeah, that would be great to be able to live through you.
Well, I do plan on going to some places.
Yeah.
I need to find a friend of my brother's down there, and so that she can give me the authentic voodoo shops, not the tourist voodoo shops. So I need that too.
You know, someone did a video. Amber Honeyraven went there last year and talked a lot about the shops that she didn't like that were just were no good, and then there was some that she had talked about that were like authentic witchy shops. That there was a voodoo one, and then that oh, what's her name? Oh, I forget. But
Marie Laveau?
no, but you should go see her video. She's got like 2, and she talks a lot about the stores, and I mean, she shows a lot of stuff that she bought, but she does talk about how she was really disappointed in a lot of it was just tourism stuff, and it was a lot of crap. But they were lucky enough to find some that were really good stuff. So.
Well, this lady works for my company, and she was she holds the same position I do, but in Louisiana.
Oh.
And my brother used to be an auditor for our company, and so Cheryl, when you go to Louisiana and they do their inventories and audits or whatever, it was Have Crockpot Will Travel, and they ate all day long while they did it. It was the Louisiana feast in the back room.
Mm.
And so Cheryl Eber will be able to show me where I need to go and stuff like that. I just need to tell my brother to give me her contact information and stuff. I've talked to her only a few times, and I just don't have her like personal cell phone and stuff. So I'm gonna get that, and she will show me where to go. My sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law, lives there too, and this is my ex-sister-in-law. If you think I'm scary, she's freaking scary. She was became a junior high principal. She was an English teacher, and she was so mean that she couldn't be with young kids. She now runs the educational program in that prison down there outside of New Orleans. What's it called? That really bad one.
Oh shit.
She's the teacher in the prison now.
Oh my.
Because she can be abusive all she wants without killing a kid. So I got some people down there to show me. My brother and her actually got married in the place where, if y'all watch Still Magnolias, that was the town that she grew up in, St. Francisville. So that's where they got married, on a plantation in St. Francisville. So I got some Louisiana connections. So.
Oh, right on. How fun that's gonna be, though. God.
I'm gonna try to have fun. But it's also the night of the vampire ball too. So they've got 2 major balls going on in New Orleans that night, and it's the vampire and the witches. And when we called for the hotel reservations and stuff, trying to use points and things, at one point, just last week, they told her, "Well, there's no rooms available." Well, I wonder why there's no room. It's not a big day. We had to tell her why there was no rooms available in New Orleans.
Okay.
They didn't even know who they were renting to. They just, but it's completely sold out.
Crazy. My dad goes down there. I've never been there. My dad goes down there for the big motorcycle run that they do down there, and they Mardi Gras. They do a run down there. It goes all over, but
I would love to. Well, I don't know that I'd want to go for Mardi Gras. I don't drink or anything,
Yeah. No, you don't.
But I'm not big on like drinking crowds and stuff like that. But I would you know, I do want to see the French Quarter. I do want to, you know, experience life.
Yeah.
So I've been to Louisiana many times, just not into the heart of New Orleans.
I
But
wonder how.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great trip, man, for sure.
That would be a lot of fun. I wish I could go one of these days, and I probably will one of these days if I put my mind to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Break the candles out, practice the law of attraction, pack my bags.
Claim it. You know what I did? Is I made a bulletin board and I posted all these clippings of magazines of the land, of the way I wanted it to look. I just did. I worked it for 2 years. Well, really a year. But, yeah, I got what I wanted.
There you go.
Crazy ass neighbor with it, but I got what I wanted.
There's always a downfall. Well, maybe you
When
can
I
put
try
the
to
photo of
manifest
him
what
and
I want when I grow up, I know to manifest without asshole neighbors.
well, you know what? Just think of it this way. He's there for your entertainment because he has no idea you're a witch, and you can make him your puppet.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be entertainment if the fucker wasn't trying to kill her.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, man, but it's some crazy shit.
Like I said, put him in a jar, do a 3x3, and watch his house burn down, and get your marshmallows out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
what
weenies, you know? And if he doesn't have a stick for his weenie, then that's too bad.
He probably don't even got one. He's so
Probably
gross.
doesn't have a weenie for a stick.
He's so gross. He's so ugly. Oh, God. He's like got this long, stringy, gray hair, and it's just, cut the shit. You're too old.
Long, stringy gray hair, singular. Back on his head like spaghetti.
And you know what he does? Like,
I
I don't
have a... Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what he does too is he wears this hat that has a sheriff's emblem on it.
Oh, no.
And he's like, trying to make people think he's not a freak. Because I even asked the cop that. I said, you know, I go, is he like, was he a sheriff, a retired sheriff or something? I go, because he wears this hat all the time, representing as if he was, you know, in law enforcement.
Oh, impersonating a law enforcement officer is a federal offense.
Yeah, well, the guy told me he had no record of that being the case, but he wouldn't know, like, because he came from Texas. So, but,
oh, Lord have mercy, you got a crazy Texas rent-a-cop. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well,
sounds like my ex-husband.
So you live, let me get this straight, you live next door to a folk life?
Okay, Evil Unicorn Kim, thank you for watching. She's got to run. She said, have a wonderful night, everyone.
Good night.
She really enjoyed the chat, and she's sending Mystic some positive energy. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you again. You know, come back and watch this again, or if you don't watch it, at least come back to it and click on the links when they're there, and, you know, check out our other stuff.
Or join us one night. We'd love that.
Yeah, join us one night. Friend us all on Facebook. And
like I said, if you fail over it and come on chat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am going to go off live.
Okay. Hey, goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
everyone. Hey, Reagan. Yeah.